So first of all, I'll welcome everyone, warm welcome for this workshop. Wonderful day, a Sunday that to spend for something wonderful to learn on. And this workshop is going to give you a 360-degree glance of blockchain, which is going to be the recent future. And since you are in your 20s, I'm sure you're going to experience this blockchain, in your life very soon. And blockchain is going to change all different kind of landscape of this technological world. And I'm sure once you will have your first glance of this technology blockchain today, I'm sure you'll be having clarity of how the product or product development into this domain, or with the help of this technology, is going to take place. Well, first of all, let me just try to introduce Learn and Build and about myself. So, my name is Saurav. I'm the founder and CEO of Learn and Build. And here we are just trying to solve the problem of recent education in higher education space. So we are a learning and placement company. Somehow the kind of necessity that industry has, kind of talent that industry needs. So we are trying to bridge this gap while providing all latest technological solutions or technology landscapes to all the budding engineers or the students who are studying in colleges. I'm sure you must be in your college, and could be in from either first year to final year. I believe you must be facing some kind of challenges, the practical challenges, while learning couple of subjects in your college curriculum. So the learning outcome that you require, whether you are learning in the right way, the career path that you require for any part of technology, whether you don't know which technology would be good for you. There are a lot of technologies right now in the market. Could be artificial intelligence, data science, maybe internet of things, blockchain, cyber security. So which one will be good for you, right? Or where you will be feeling interested towards. So right from finding out interest into technological domain to that particular job, the core job into industries. This is the kind of path that we are creating for the learners. And this is what we do at Learn and Build, while providing them the right platform, right guidance, right learning structures, with right a mindset people who are actually who are actually working in various different industries. We try to connect you with those people so that you should be able to get the guidance, the proper guidance which you require. So Learn and Build in one single sentence is learning and placement company. If you're looking for placements, if you're looking for internships, if you're looking for validation, if you're looking for right learning, if you're looking for finding out interest, so Learn and Build is one of the single workplace or ecosystem where you can come and learn. So we are available on Google Play Store, and there you can find out a application of Learn and Build. More than 2.5 lakh students have already gone through with the platform. We have already trained, and many of them are working with big industries, right? So today the topic is blockchain, which is the recent very trendy topic, and people are behind this topic while learning new concepts. uh, you must be hearing a lot of thing nowadays related to blockchain. Maybe we have also shared couple of information in terms of videos, in terms of infographics, that even Mr. Modi have also shared couple of information that how the entire government landscape is going to change, right? The cryptocurrencies, the security, web 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, how all these things are taking place, how the security is going to be very important aspect for internet ecosystem, how the internet is working and is going to shape in near future, how the entire decentralization of data is taking place nowadays. Data of yours, you used to share, you used to keep either in Dropbox, or in Google Drive, right, through n number of clouds. So how your security is actually getting compromised, and how you'll be able to get your 100% security, how you'll be able to monetize the space that you have. A lot of things are there. I'm sure you'll be learning right from very sketch. So I'm just a person who is going to introduce the person who is going to take this workshop so far. So we have Mr. Banu Pratap Singh, who is a product developer, who develops a lot of different set of solutions for web space as well as mobile application development, and who worked for a couple of industries while working on a lot of projects solutions. And since he is working for all web frameworks, so he'll be able to give you proper guidance whether if you even learn a technology, how can you implement that particular technology for implementing any solution sort of thing. So uh, मुझे ऐसा लगता है, let me just give you a proper a small brief of what is how the things will be shaping up in this next 2 or 3 hours. तो क्या ब्लॉकचेन क्या होता है, कैसे स्टार्ट किया जाए, आप लोग कैसे स्टार्ट कर सकते हो, वेब 1.0 क्या है, 2.0 क्या है, 3.0 क्या है, फिर इसमें कौन कौन से फ्रेमवर्क्स काम कर रहे हैं, कौन 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 सी इंडस्ट्रीज काम कर रही हैं, कैसे एंटर किया जाए, क्या क्या आपको पहले से आना चाहिए ब्लॉकचेन को, ब्लॉकचेन में एंटर करने के लिए प्रैक्टिकली, कुछ जैसे क्रिप्टो करेंसीज बनती कैसे हैं, कैसे इनका मोनेटाइजेशन होता है, कैसे डेटा सिक्योरिटी में आ रहा है ना। तो बहुत सारे एस्पेक्ट है, ये सारी चीजें आप अभी इस वर्कशॉप में सीखने वाले हैं। और बड़ी बात ये है कि इस पूरी वर्कशॉप के एंड में जब आपकी वर्कशॉप एंड होगी तो आई विल बी कनेक्टिंग वंस अगेन, and there are perks, there are some good things, good important information related to your future connection with learn and build, and we have planned already couple of things. So इस वर्कशॉप के बाद में सर्टिफिकेशन और आपके फीडबैक्स, इवन असेसमेंट, एवरीथिंग इज लाइंड अप। तो 2 दिनों के बाद में प्रॉब्ली ऑन ट्यूसडे यू विल बी गेटिंग योर सर्टिफिकेट्स इन एसोसिएशन विद टेक फेस्ट आईआईटी मुंबई। टेक फेस्ट होने वाला है दिसंबर में नेक्स्ट मंथ। सो वी हैव टाइड अप, Learn and Build has tied up with this Tech Fest IIT Mumbai. So you are going to get the certification in association with that. And moreover, we are coming up with a lot of events in future also. You'll be getting access, direct access of couple of those things as well. We have curated a lot of courses. We have already planned few things for you apart from this workshop also, after the workshop, so that आपका कंटेंट हो, आपकी लर्निंग हो, कुछ कोर्सेज हों, आने वाले इवेंट्स हों, है ना, कुछ ऐसी टॉक्स हो जो हम अभी आपके ब्लॉकचेन से रिलेटेड और भी टेक्नोलॉजी से रिलेटेड आने वाले टाइम में कुछ एक्सपर्ट के साथ करने वाले हैं। ये सारी चीजें प्लान्ड हैं। सो यू जस्ट ट्राई टू एक्सपीरियंस द फर्स्ट थिंग विद दिस वर्कशॉप। सो आई विल इंट्रोड्यूस, I'll just ask Bhanu, if you are there, you please tell or raise hand or just try to turn on your camera now, or you please.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sir. I'm here. And
मैं आपको एक बार होस्ट बना देता हूँ, है ना।
okay.
बाकी सभी लोगों के लिए अगर आपको कभी भी ज्वाइन करने में इशू आ रहा हो तो दिस मीटिंग इज लाइव ऑन यूट्यूब ऑल्सो। आपको लिंक यूट्यूब का मिला हुआ है, आप वो भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हो। मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि पूरी वर्कशॉप में आप जब आपको जरूरत हो तो आप अपना रेज हैंड कर सकते हैं। यू कैन राइट डाउन इन चैट ऑल्सो। बीच में सर आपको he'll be asking you और गिव टाइम कि आपके क्वेश्चंस हो तो क्वेश्चन एरर पूरा सेशन प्लान होगा कि आप क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हो, आपको समझ में नहीं आया तो वो चीज़ें दोबारा पूछ सकते हो, राइट। तो बहुत लीनियंट वे में इसको लेके जाना। इवन अगर आप अभी मुझे कुछ लोग बता सकते हैं, इट विल बी वेरी गुड टू टर्न ऑन योर कैमरा और टेल मी वेदर आपने जो वर्कशॉप ज्वाइन किया, आपका जो पर्सपेक्टिव है, आपके जो मोटिवेशन है या जो आपका एक्सपेक्टेशन है इस वर्कशॉप से क्या है, आप क्या चाहते हो इस वर्कशॉप से बेसिकली। और मैं वर्कशॉप के बाद में भी बेसिकली कुछ लोगों से पूछूंगा डेफिनेटली कि कैसा रहा आपका एक्सपीरियंस और किस तरह की आपने चीज़ें लर्न की और आपको क्या लगता है कि आगे चल के क्या और हमें आपको आपके लिए करना चाहिए ऑर्गेनाइज। तो एनीबडी वुड लाइक टू से, अभी मुझे लगता है कि शर्माने की जरूरत नहीं है, जस्ट ट्राई टू टर्न ऑन द कैमरा एंड सिंपली से, है ना? या अरोरा जी, कैमरा तो ऑन है, बस छोटा सा काम और करना है टू गेन नॉलेज इन दिस फील्ड. वेरी गुड. मुस्कान.
हेलो सर.
या प्लीज टेल. थोड़ा
सर
अपने
मेरा
बारे में
नाम
बताएं एक बार, और देन जस्ट लेट अस नो.
सर मेरा नाम भविष्य अरोड़ा है. मैं 4th ईयर ग्रेजुएशन में हूँ, बीटेक में,
ओके,
सीएससी से.
ग्रेट.
तो मेरा काफी ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट है, वो ब्लॉकचेन हो गया, क्रिप्टोग्राफी हो गया, क्रिप्टो करेंसी हो गया, वेब 3 बेसिकली टेक्नोलॉजी में
ऑफ
मेरा
कोर्स.
काफी ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट है. और मैं पिछले 1.5 ईयर से इस इंडस्ट्री के अंदर हूँ भी, एज अ वर्क भी कर रहा हूँ,
ग्रेट.
फ्रीलांसर.
अरे वाह, ग्रेट.
ट्रेडिंग में भी हो गया, और जैसे पीओएस टेक्नोलॉजी होती है, प्रूफ ऑफ स्टेकिंग, मैं बेसिकली उसके
कितना
अंदर
पैसा
काम.
बनाया आपने ट्रेडिंग के साथ?
ट्रेडिंग से सर नियर अबाउट कह सकते हैं आप 8 to 10 लाख.
अरे बाप रे. तो काफी लोगों को आप इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहे हो कि इस वर्कशॉप के बाद में आपसे पर्सनल गाइडेंस भी लेने के लिए आए.
नहीं
ग्रेट. सो व्हाट इज योर एक्सपेक्टेशन एंड मोटिवेशन?
सर, मैंने बेसिकली लर्निंग के लिए किया था, क्योंकि जैसे हमारे जो कॉलेज के पर्सनल ग्रुप होते हैं, तो उसके अंदर ये आपका वो आया था ब्लॉकचेन का, और उसके अंदर नॉलेज के लिए मैंने बेसिकली नॉलेज के लिए आया था. बाद में मुझे पता लगा कि ये सर्टिफिकेट वगैरह भी कुछ इसमें मिलेगा. मैंने बेसिकली नॉलेज के लिए आया था, क्योंकि इसके साथ साथ ही मेरा अभी 2 जगह और मैं वो कर रहा हूँ, लर्निंग कर रहा हूँ बेसिकली. एक है क्रिप्टो प्रो करके है कोई,
अच्छा.
कह सकते हैं कम्युनिटी स्कूल है वो,
ओके.
जिसके अंदर हमें पूरी बेसिक नॉलेज से लेके पूरा एक से कह सकते हैं प्रोफेशनल ट्रेडर बनाया जाता है.
ग्रेट.
मैं वो भी कोर्स चल रहा है नियर अबाउट, वो भी 50-60 thousand का वो भी है, एक और भी चल रहा है. तो मैं बेसिकली अभी लर्निंग के ऊपर फोकस कर रहा हूँ,
वेरी
ताकि
गुड. कौन से
उससे
कॉलेज
एक
से हैं आप?
प्रोफेशनल. क्या सर?
विच कॉलेज आर यू फ्रॉम? कौन से
सर
कॉलेज?
IITM.
आईआईटी. ओके. ठीक है. इट्स अ गुड गुड डायरेक्शन मैन. एनीबडी एल्स लाइक टू से समथिंग? या मोहित, मोहित मलिक, आपका कैमरा ऑन है तो मैंने पकड़ लिया आपको.
Hello, sir.
हाँ
Good.
जी.
Sir, I am a research scholar,
हम्म.
PhD third year, and I am working on food science, basically
ओह.
blockchain in food science.
हाँ हाँ.
So I want to learn in details that we can apply in which directions.
ओके. और आपका पीएचडी से पहले आपका क्या डायरेक्शन रहा है?
Mathematics background है sir मेरा.
हाँ,
Mathematical background है sir.
मैथमेटिकल बैकग्राउंड है, तो आपने एमएससी किया हुआ है.
Yes sir.
ग्रेट. सो एमएससी इन व्हाट? बायोलॉजी?
Excuse me.
एमएससी इन मैथ्स?
Yes sir.
ग्रेट.
Mathematics, computer science. Now I am on mathematical modeling, basically blockchain based modeling.
ओके. एंड अभी आप कहाँ से कर रहे हैं पीएचडी?
System, Kundli sir.
Okay, okay. So your motivation is to actually apply this knowledge somehow to build your blockchain model for food processing.
Yes, sir. To tackle food safety and security issues.
Okay.
Yes,
Nee,
sir.
of course, even nothing has happened till now in and
Yes.
at least in India, you know, कुछ countries ऐसी हैं जो food processing के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा concerned है, but India में इतना कुछ नहीं है, हम लोग जनरली पास कर देते हैं. तो आई एम श्योर गवर्नमेंट को भी अगर इस तरह के सिस्टम्स बनेंगे तो काफ़ी हेल्प मिलेगा. एंड यू आर ऑन राइट ट्रैक आई गेस, एट राइट टाइम, क्योंकि हेल्थ केयर और यू नो एग्रीकल्चर भी, एग्रीप्रेन्योरशिप बहुत इंडिया में राइज हो रही है. इट्स अ वेरी गुड डायरेक्शन. वेरी गुड. थैंक यू. थैंक्स फॉर ज्वाइनिंग. एनीबडी एल्स? Anybody else would like to just say anything, your motivation, your expectation from this workshop? आपने ज्वाइन तो किया है, साइलेंट रहने से कोई फायदा मिलने वाला नहीं है, और कुछ ज्यादा बहुत भारी भरकम बातें हम लोग नहीं कर रहे हैं. मेक इट व्हाट बहुत ज्यादा लाइट एंड ट्राई टू जस्ट गो विद द फ्लो, राइट? हरिहरन, सचिन, विभोर, लव.
यस सर, सचिन.
हाँ जी. कहाँ हैं आप?
सर यहीं पे सर.
पंकज. हाँ जी. या दीनदयाल, यू रेज योर हैंड. ठीक है. सो मुझे लगता है कि ये शर्म शर्म में कन्वर्टेड रहेगी, और थोड़ी सी आपको शर्म को हटाना पड़ेगा. अभी आप नहीं बोल पा रहे हो, ठीक है, वर्कशॉप के एंड में लाइक विल हैव चिट चैट अगेन, और मे बी बीच में जब आपका कोई ब्रेक होगा तो देन आल्सो विल हैव अ टॉक, राइट? So let's start the session. Banu, please take care and carry on the session. Thank you so much for joining, everyone, and warm welcome once again to join this workshop and join Learn and Pet. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Yeah, hi guys. So let's start the session about the blockchain. Okay, so first of all, I just want to share some introduction related to blockchain. What we are, जैसा अभी सर ने बताया, that is a technology. This is a technology which are going to a drastic change in future. ओके, सो ब्लॉकचेन आज के टाइम के अंदर अगर देखा जाए तो एक ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी बन गई है which makes it trust. Okay, that's why anyone is preferring blockchain, and the existing technologies are also shifting on blockchain. Okay, so what we have in this session, so let's starting with the points one by one. Okay, so we have 3 modules related to first module. In which first module, in this first module we will discuss some points related to blockchain. Okay, and in the second module we will discuss related to some cryptocurrency. Okay, cryptocurrency. So during this session we will understand the major topics and the processes of blockchain and the ecosystem of blockchain. Okay, how it works and what are the security aspects and how they implement the securities in the blockchain ecosystem. Okay, so जब भी हम लोग ब्लॉकचेन की कहीं पे बात करते हैं, ठीक है, सो दैट टाइम हमारे दिमाग के अंदर एक क्वेश्चन, हमारे दिमाग के अंदर एक सिनेरियो क्रिएट होता है कि हम कहीं ना कहीं उसको रिलेट करने लगते हैं, ठीक है, बिटकॉइन से एंड दी अदर एक्सपेक्ट्स, हम लोग उनसे क्या करने लगते हैं, उनको कंपेयर करने लगते हैं. दैट इज समहाउ इट इज रिलेटेड, बट एवरीथिंग इज डिफरेंट है. ओके, तो ब्लॉकचेन एक कोई क्रिप्टो करेंसी नहीं है. ओके, ब्लॉकचेन इज ए वी कैन से जो ब्लॉकचेन है वो एक पूरा हमारे पास में एक सिस्टम है, एक टेक्नोलॉजी है. ओके, एंड हमारे पास में पूरा प्रोटोकॉल है जो हम यूज करते हैं टू इम्प्लीमेंट दी क्रिप्टो करेंसी. क्रिप्टो करेंसी जो हम लोग जो क्रिएट करते हैं, जैसे आज के टाइम में अगर आप बिटकॉइन की बात करें, इथेरियम की बात करें, तो दीज क्रिप्टो करेंसी जो हम लोग जो है दैट आर इम्प्लीमेंटेड बाय दी टेक्नोलॉजी ब्लॉकचेन. ठीक है, सो यहाँ पे सबसे पहली चीज समझने वाली ये है कि अगर मैं यहाँ पे कहीं पे कोई बात करूं, सो अगर हम लोग यहाँ पे बात करते हैं, सो ब्लॉकचेन हमारे पास में जो है, ब्लॉकचेन इज ए टेक्नोलॉजी. ब्लॉकचेन हमारे पास में जो है वो एक टेक्नोलॉजी है. एंड बिटकॉइन एंड इथेरियम एंड ये जो है ये हमारे पास में क्या है, ये दीज आर क्रिप्टो करेंसी. ठीक है, तो ये हमारे पास में क्या होती है, क्रिप्टो करेंसी होती है. सो या तो अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं कि व्हाट इज द ब्लॉकचेन, सो देखिए आज की जैसे क्या चीज जो है ब्लॉकचेन के अंदर हम ब्लॉकचेन को थोड़ा डिफरेंट बनाती है, कौन सी ऐसी चीज है जो ब्लॉकचेन को इतना ट्रेंडिंग में लेके आती है. सपोज आज के टाइम में हम कोई ट्रांजेक्शन कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, आज के टाइम में हम कोई बैंक के अंदर ट्रांजेक्शन कर रहे हैं. सपोज वी कैन से कि ए है एंड बी है. Okay, we have two persons, A and B. Okay, and B is a shopkeeper and A is a simple कोई भी कस्टमर है जो B की शॉप से जो है कुछ सामान खरीदने जाता है. ठीक है, एंड दैट टाइम वो क्या करता है कि A जो है वो B से जब कोई सामान खरीदता है, तो वो उसको कहता है कि आई विल पे दिस अमाउंट नेक्स्ट मंथ. ओके, सो मान लीजिए कि वो जो अमाउंट है दैट इज ऑफ 500 रुपीज, वो मान लो 500 रुपए का अगर वो अमाउंट है. ठीक है, सो दैट टाइम ए ने कहा कि ठीक है, आई विल पे दैट अमाउंट 500 रुपीज नेक्स्ट मंथ. बट बी ने भी जो है उसे वहां पे क्या कर लिया, एक एंट्री जो है उसकी 500 रुपीज की कर ली विद द नेम ऑफ ए, ठीक है, ए के नेम से जो है उसने एंट्री वहां पे 500 रुपीज कर ली। बट बी कैन इरेज दैट पर्टिकुलर एंट्री। जब ए जो है वापस आता है 1 महीने बाद में, सो बी सेड कि आपका जो है लास्ट अमाउंट जो है 600 रुपीज का था, ठीक है, बिकॉज व्हाट बी डिड, उसने क्या किया कि उसने वहां पे उस एंट्री को इरेज करके और एनी हाउ ही टेम्पर्ड दैट पर्टिकुलर एंट्री एंड मेक इट टू 500 टू 600। ओके, सो जो भी एक लेजर के अंदर जो यहाँ पे एंट्री हुई है, ठीक है, सो यहीं पे ब्लॉकचेन के कुछ जो कंसेप्ट्स होते हैं हमारे पास में, दैट इज फर्स्ट वन कि हाउ ब्लॉकचेन एड्स द सिक्योरिटी, दैट इज हैशिंग, ओके, दैट इज क्रिप्टोग्राफी, ठीक है, एंड सेकेंड वन इज द लेजर, ठीक है, एंड विच इज इम्यूटेबल, ठीक है, एंड थर्ड वन वी हैव दैट इज P2P नेटवर्क। Okay, we have P2P network. So how we can understand the mining process and how we can mining the currencies and these things. Okay, and the fourth one is BTC mining. Okay, so we will take an example of Bitcoin and how we will check the process of mining, how we can mine the this one. And the next is protocols and rules. Protocols and okay, so these are some topics which we will cover during this session. Okay, and we will check the overview one by one of these topics. Okay, so the major question is that why we should learn the why we should study the blockchain. Okay, so first one, it is a distributed system. Okay, it's a distributed system. Suppose I have, because in the current scenario, when the banking system is working and how the banking system, they have a centralized database. Okay, suppose we have this one, this one, this one, this. Okay, suppose we have these clients and all the data of the clients related to their account is stored in the centralized database. Okay, all the data of related to each and every customer, that particular data is stored in the centralized database. The problem is that if someone will hack that particular centralized database, then everything will be tempered. Every data will be tempered in from that particular centralized database. Okay, so that is the main how blockchain resolve this particular issue by using a distributed technology. Okay, by using a distributed technology. Okay, and blockchain actually changed the traditional method of technology. Suppose we can take an example that you can check with the old type of the methods of convenience. We have different methods for convenience, and now you can check, you can see the cars and the buses we have for the convenience. So actually what blockchain did, the blockchain changed the traditional method, okay, traditional method and make some enhancement in the technology. Okay, you can check, you can take an example with the internet, how internet was working in the before the 1990s, and now you can see the enhancement in the technology by we are using the 5G internet nowadays. Okay, and the major aspect of blockchain was to make the trust. Okay, that the major point was trust. Okay, how blockchain makes a trust on trust to their users and trust to their trust on the technology. Okay, suppose you are donating some money in the NGO, but you are not sure that NGO is using that particular money in a right way or not, or they we are donating money but you are not assured that that particular money is actually useful to the by which purpose you have donated that particular amount. Okay. So in 1999, there was a research paper related to blockchain. Okay, so that was only related. That particular research paper was only related to the document timestamp. Okay, suppose you are whenever you are creating a particular document, on that particular document timestamp, that was the paper, that was the scenario which in the Bitcoin founder Satoshi Nakamoto, Satoshi Nakamoto, okay, that time in that research paper, the blockchain scenario was come up in the scene. Okay, and now understand what is the distributed immutable ledger. Okay, distributed immutable ledger. One thing is that, yeah, Satoshi Nakamoto, that was Satoshi Nakamoto, found that inventor of Bitcoin. Okay, inventor of Bitcoin. Okay, so now understand what is the okay, now understand what is the distributed immutable ledger. Okay, and Bitcoin is completely transparent. Suppose every transaction, okay, every transaction, because we are learning the blockchain. Okay, so every transaction you are doing, it will be written in a particular block, and then block is immutable. I am saying that block is immutable. Okay, I'm saying that particular block is immutable. Immutable means if you have done a particular transaction, you can't erase that transaction data. Okay, you and anyone can't erase that particular transaction data. That's why I'm saying that it is immutable data. Okay, and that's why how the blockchain makes trust on their customer and on their users. That's why it's the blockchain blocks are immutable. Okay, these are immutable and the completely transparent. Okay, whatever transaction you are showing, you can see your transaction, but anyone can also, because your transaction is also available on the different system. Okay, or your particular transaction details are available on the different system, but no one can see as you can see that particular transaction. Okay, suppose your wallet details you can see, but on the other system it will be visible in a different manner. It will be visible on a different manner. So blockchain has the immutable blockchain has every block is an immutable ledger. Okay, where we are going to write our transactions. We are going to we just input our transactions in that particular block, and that particular block is immutable. Okay, and suppose we took an example of we took an example. Yeah, we took an example of A and B, and the B erased the entry of B tempered the entry of just a second. Yeah, B tempered the entry of the A. Okay, and he said that that your total amount was 500. But in that particular blockchain, if we are writing a transaction in a particular block, if we are doing a particular transaction, then it is written inside the inside a particular block. Okay, and that block is immutable, so we can't erase that particular, and anyone can't tamper that particular entry. Okay, so that is the security prospect and the immutable property. Okay, that is the security prospect. Okay, which makes it trust that whatever transaction I am doing, it can't be erased. Okay, it can't be erased. Okay, and a block cannot be given. If anyone will try, okay, if anyone in blockchain, if anyone will be try to erase that particular data or to tamper that particular data, then the respective user will get the notification. Okay, respective user will get the notification. Okay, anyone is asking question? Someone is raising hand. Yeah, you can ask your question. Okay, so from now what we have checked, the first one, we have seen that the blockchain is distributed. Okay, it is distributed. Second one, we have checked that it is completely transparent. Third one, we check that is ledger is immutable. Yeah, I think recording will be available, but not sure. You will have to ask the management. Okay, so ledger is immutable. Fourth one, the major tech, the point which we did not discuss yet. Okay, that is secure by cryptography. As I said that that you can see your transaction. Suppose let me take an example. Suppose your example is that Arun gave me 70 BTC. Okay, so 70 BTC Arun gave me. Okay, so in your wallet you can see that particular transaction. Okay, like this. Okay, but in other systems it will not be visible like that. Okay, but if anyone will try to that particular transaction, then it will get some like this like cryptography type the data. Okay, that is encrypted data in the encrypted data format. Okay, so every data, whatever you are putting inside the block, that is encrypted by the cryptography. Okay, and the fifth one is decentralized. Okay, and the fifth one is decentralized. Decentralized. Okay, blockchain is not centralized. Blockchain does not use the centralized method. Okay, it is decentralized method. It use the decentralized method. Okay, there are too many applications which are running on the blockchain property. Suppose suppose we have a food chain solution. Okay, the major application that we can check. Just a second. That is, suppose in the food related industries. Suppose there is a and the another one is B. Okay, and this one, the A has to supply. Okay, A has to supply some apples to B. Okay, A has to supply some apples to B, but and B will pay for those apples. Okay, so I am just describing the example of a smart contract. Okay, I'm just going the example of a smart contract, the application of a blockchain. It's application of blockchain which runs on Ethereum. Okay, so A will deliver some apple to B and B will pay for that apple, but there is a condition. Okay, but there is a condition. And condition is that if the temperature of the apple will be greater than 30 degree, then then B will not pay the amount for that. That means during the delivery, the temperature of apple should be less than 30 degrees. Okay, the temperature of apple should be less than 30 degree, and the container in which they are delivering the apples, the temperature should be less than 30 degree. Okay, so what is the use of smart contract? Suppose in the real life example, if the temperature, if the delivery man is not maintaining the temperature, then we will not pay. Okay, and suppose there is no proof. Okay, there is no proof that that the temperature is maintained, or suppose he maintained the temperature, but B is not ready to pay for that. Okay, so what is the solution by using what is the solution we can do by using the smart contract? Okay, we can use the smart contract. So smart contracts is just a program. Okay, smart contract is just a program which runs inside the block of Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum allow to run a program script inside the block. Okay, so we can put our transaction inside a block, and we can also run a particular program script inside a particular block. So smart contract is just like a program which maintains the condition for that. Okay, which maintains the condition for that. And I will just write down some conditions for that. Suppose yeah, I will take this example. Suppose I'm just writing A is delivering to B. Okay, A is delivering to B, and there are some conditions related to that. Two conditions we have. Okay, first one, and the another condition I am using this one. Okay, we have two conditions, and on behalf of that two conditions, the payment procedure will be complete. Okay, so if the temperature is if temperature is greater than 30, then there will be no delivery and no payment. Okay, and if temperature, we can use the IoT devices. Okay, we can use the IoT devices to measure the temperature of a particular container, and we can pass that particular temperature data to the smart contract the inside the program data. Okay, so if temperature is less than 30 degree, then delivery yes, and payment yes. Okay, okay, did you understand? This is the example of the blockchain. Okay, first one is smart contract we are learning. Okay, in this particular example, we are solving a particular real life problems. Okay, so in the real life, if the temperature is less than 30 degree, but A is refusing, but B is refusing, that he will not pay for that. Okay, but due to some issue, and maybe he is saying lying, and he is doing some fraud with A. Okay, but in the blockchain ecosystem, whenever you are writing a particular smart contract, you can't deny to pay A. Okay, you can't deny to pay A if A is fulfilling his conditions. Okay, suppose A during the delivery, A is maintaining his temperature to less than 30 degree, but now B can't refuse to pay them. Okay, because that transaction will be automatic. Okay, because you are using the smart contract, because in between the A and B there is a smart contract exists, and that smart contract will automatically, when B will get the when that particular smart contract will get the delivery successful notification, that particular Ethereum or that particular amount will be debited from the account of B, and it will be credited inside the account of B. That is the use of a smart contract. Okay. And we can say a solution we can do by using the blockchain. Okay, so let me discuss how a particular block looks. Okay, and why we are saying why we are saying this is a blockchain. Okay, why we are saying it saying as a blockchain tree. Just a second. So suppose blockchain is just like we have this box. Okay, this we can say it as a block. We have this block, and inside a particular block we have different sections. Okay, inside a particular block we have different sections like this one, and this one. This one. I'm just explaining a particular block of data, and the block we contains some data in a blockchain. Okay, so suppose this is a particular block, and in that particular block, because every transaction inside any of the ecosystem in the block of the blockchain, the major thing is timestamp. Okay, the major thing is timestamp. Okay, timestamp. Second thing, we have the data. Okay, what data? That nonce. We will discuss the nonce in the later after some time. Okay, and the third one is data. What data we are writing inside this, and these two blocks are too important. Okay, I am just explaining a particular block in the blockchain, and these two boxes are, these two sections are most important. That is pre-hash and the hash. Pre-hash and the hash. Okay, so this is a particular block, how a particular block look like inside our blockchain. Okay, so what is this pre-hash, timestamp, nonce, and data, and the hash? Okay, so inside a particular block in the data section, suppose I am just transferring what is the data. Okay, first understand the timestamp. Timestamp just when we did a particular transaction. Okay, suppose you are doing a particular transaction, you are just sending money to your friend in the terms of cryptocurrency or in terms of digital currency. So so on that particular time, okay, the transaction is successful when you send the when you send the data to your friend or to send money to your friend, that particular timestamp will be notated like this. Okay, inside the by the Unix time. Okay, Unix time is just like there will be some numbers here. Okay, and what is the data? And data is just like me. Suppose I am just doing the transaction, so data will be like me sending money to. Okay, me sending money to Arun. Okay, and that is 1.0045 BTC. Okay, so this is the data. And what is the pre-hash and the hash? Okay, what is the pre-hash and the hash? Suppose I am just creating the chain of that particular block. So blockchain, inside a blockchain, there are different blocks we have. Okay, every transaction creates a particular block inside the blockchain. Every transaction creates a particular block inside the blockchain. So Control Z. Just a second. Okay, so every transaction creates a block inside the blockchain. So suppose I'm just going to explain the whole procedure and the hashing process of blockchain. So this one is my first block. Suppose there is no transaction in the chain, and this one is my first transaction. Okay, so that particular time this block will be called as Genesis block. Okay, that particular time this block will be Genesis block. Genesis block, because every transaction is starting from this block. This is my Genesis block. Okay, and every transaction, every block is connected here connected to each other. Yeah. So this one like this. Okay, now the question is that how they are connected. Okay, how we can see they are connected. So every transaction is a block here. Okay, every transaction is a block. Okay, and now the question is how it is connected. Just a second. Okay, how it is connected. So suppose this one is the first block. This one is the first block in the chain. So it will so we can say it as a Genesis block. Okay, we can say it as a Genesis block. Okay, and in that particular block we don't have any previous hash. What is the hash? Actually, hash is just like our information in a SHA-256 encryption. Okay, let me display you SHA-256. Okay, you can check any of the website how we can encrypt our data. So this one, okay, SHA-256 is a encryption algorithm. Okay, we use inside the cryptography, because you can check there are different methods to encrypt a particular data. And why it is SHA-256? Because in that particular, there will be 64. You can if you are from this one, let me show you the let's see once. Okay, you can check. Okay, in the hexadecimal format, we write down the numbers like 0 to 0 and like 1 to 1, and this from 9, and after that we write 10 as A, 11 as B, 12 as C, 13 D, and 15 as F. Okay, so in the SHA-256 we will for every input, okay, for every input we will get a particular value. We will get a particular this one, and this is 64 character long. Okay, this is the alphanumeric number of 64 character long, and every character is of 4-bit. Okay, the length of this string will be 64 character. That particular hash length will be 64 character, and every character is of 4-bit. So 64 into 4, you will get the 256. You will get the 256. So it is a SHA-256 encryption method. So in the blockchain, we use SHA-256 to encrypt a particular data. Suppose just I am writing me. Okay, you can check. You can check here that for every typing or every particular space and for every character, the hash is going change. Okay, you can check the hash is going change. So me, send 1.0002434 BTC to okay, you can check. This is a particular, and let me copy this encryption string also. Let me paste it here. Okay, and you can check. So if you will do anything, because I said that if you will in the real life you can erase a particular entry or you can temper a particular entry, but inside the immutable block or in the blockchain it is not possible to erase a particular entry or to modify it, because if you will modify, the hash will be changed, and if the hash will be changed, you will get the notification that that particular block has been modified and that particular block has been tempered, but it is not possible, okay, to do. If suppose someone is trying to hack that particular block, then we will learn further that how it can be recovered and how it is not possible. Okay, so suppose I have this string. Okay, so suppose I have this string and I have pasted this string here. Copy just and paste it here. Just I am pasting it. Now you can check that for every string, for every input, that particular SHA hash is fixed. No, it is mutable or immutable. Okay, you can't erase that. Okay, you can't erase that particular data inside a particular block. So inside the block, if there is any entry, okay, you can't erase that. So suppose I am just giving that example. I'm just giving that example. So suppose I made an entry in my blockchain. Okay, I made a entry inside a particular block like this. Okay, and this hash will be generated by this input. Okay, and I just copied it here. This one, yes. So for every input, there is a particular hash. That will not be changed. Okay, that will not be changed for that particular input. So suppose if I will enter a dot here, then the hash will be changed. Okay, if I will enter a single dot here, then the dot will be changed. Let me check my previous hash. Copy this and I am pasting it inside the notepad, and just copy this and I'm pasting it inside this also. Okay, you can check the hash has changed. Okay, and if you will remove that particular dot, then you will again get your hash. Sorry, tools add, paste it here. You will again get your hash. You can check this hash and this hash is same. Okay, exact same. So the purpose of this SHA-256, first one is to make the data encryption. Okay, to make the data encrypt, and the second one is that that particular data is immutable. You can't change it. Okay, you can't change that particular data. If you will try to temper or to change that particular data, the hash will be changed, and if the hash will be changed, the whole chain will be corrupt. Okay, whole chain will be corrupt. Let me show you. So suppose let me take the previous hash. Okay, I'm just writing the previous hash like this: 000 and 89. Okay, 00A89. Because this is a Genesis block, so we can also take it as a 00000. Okay, because before that there is a no block, so that's why we can take it as a 00 this one. Okay, and now the hash of this particular block is, because that particular string is so long, I am just taking as in for example. So 00 and the GHG and 67. Okay, so I'm just taking this example. So copy this for next block, this particular hash. Okay, for next block, this particular hash will be previous hash. And for this particular block, the hash will be different. 0078 and yeah. Okay, and for the upcoming next block, this hash will be, okay, this hash will be previous hash. And there will be different hash for that. 7. Okay, so this is the method. This is the example how the blocks are connected in the blockchain. How each block is connected in the blockchain. So this is the example, because this is a Genesis block. Okay, so it doesn't have any previous hash, so we are taking it as a fixed number. Okay, and because this is a block, so it has its own, because this is a transaction block, so it has its own different hash number. Okay, and for the next block, this one will be previous hash, and this one will be and there will be a next hash. And for the next block, this one will be the previous hash, and there will be a different number and different hash for the another block, and so on in a particular blockchain. So suppose if I will try to erase that particular transaction data. So suppose I am just using the 4.5 to 4.6. Okay, so that time that particular hash will be changed. Okay, because if you will try to modify a particular data, so that time that particular hash will be changed. And you can compare the both of the blocks. This hash, because if hash will be changed, suppose the hash is 69, and you can check both hash are not same. Okay, you can check the both hash are not same. So that means whenever the system will be processed, the transaction, it will check whenever the previous blocks will be checked, that time it will in that time they will check that someone has tampered that particular block. Okay, so this is the process how the SHA encryption works here. Okay, and let me explain you the method of distributed system. Okay, at the same time I can show you the example. Suppose we are in the distributed network like this one, and this one, this one, and this. Okay, and they are connected like this. Hash will not be same. Okay, hash will not be same. We will learn further. Then hash will not be same for a particular transaction, because it is also related to timestamp. Okay, so this is the distributed network. Okay, so suppose we have A, we have B, we have C, D, E, and F. Okay, so these are systems. Okay, in our the environment, or in our the ecosystem of a blockchain. These are the system. These are the machines. Okay, and in a particular machine, there is a blockchain. Suppose A has a blockchain. Okay, suppose A has a blockchain like this. Okay, A has a blockchain, and similar blockchain B has also, D has also, C has also, and E has, because it is inside a distributed system. So whenever A is trying to add a block in the chain, okay, suppose we have this transaction, okay, we have that particular transaction, and every transaction is added inside the blockchain. Okay. Okay, every transaction is added inside the blockchain as a particular block. So suppose because every system is aware the data with a particular node. So suppose what data machine what chain machine A is running, that particular chain is aware by all the system. That particular systems are aware by that particular chain. Okay, so suppose there is a new transaction and A is adding a new chain. Okay, so A is adding a new chain. A is adding a new transaction. So that particular transaction, okay, so A will notify to B, D, and C. Okay, A will notify to the directly connected machine that I have added a particular block in my chain. So B, C, and D will verify that particular block. It is a valid block or not. Okay, that particular they will verify the particular block. It is a valid block or not, and this is the internal process. Okay, we will understand this later. Okay, so they will verify that particular block, it is a valid block or not. If that particular block is not valid, then they will connect with the A and said that we can't add that particular block because it is not matching with the previous transaction. Okay, and if that particular block is added, then the same chain will be added inside the B, inside the D, and C, and C will also connect with the E to tell that particular a block is added inside the chain, and D will also connect with F to said that particular block is added inside the chain. Okay, so suppose a attacker came. Okay, attacker comes and the attack on a particular block. Okay, suppose this is a infected block. A hacker has attacked on this particular block. Okay, on this particular block. This one. Okay, in a particular machine. This is a very interesting topic. Okay, focus on this. So a attacker attacks a particular block inside the chain. Okay, but he can't attack the multiple machines at a time. Okay, he can affect a particular machine. He can hack a particular machine, a particular block inside a particular machine, but he can't hack all these machines. Okay, but he can't hack all these machines at the same time, because attack on a single machine, that is possible, but attack on a multiple machines at the same time on the multiple elements, it is not possible. But he attacks on the machine A and the block, this one. Okay, on this block, but B, C, D, and F are untouched now. Okay, he does not attack these machines. Okay, so that time B, D, and C will check, because they are continuously checking the data. Okay, they are continuously verifying the data. Okay, so when the hacker will try to tamper that particular data in this transaction, then the B, D, and C will aware. Okay, B, D, C, and will compare the entire blockchain. Okay, then the B, D, C, and will compare the entire blockchain and try to recover that particular data. Okay, try to recover that particular data, because B, D, C, and E and F, they have majority. That actual data was not like this. Suppose someone tampered that particular data from 7 to 8, like this. Okay, we have like this. Someone changed the data from like this 7 to 8. But this one and this one, okay, these chain has the proof that that particular data was not 78, that was 67. Okay, and they will recover the data inside the A, and they will recover the data inside the block, inside the machine. So that how the distributed system helps to manage the data and to recover that particular data. Do you have any question? Any doubts you can ask? Okay.
Sir, can we store updated result in a particular blockchain?
Yeah, we can share the updated result in a particular blockchain. Suppose you are doing transactions. Suppose your first transaction is Arun gave you Arun gave you 0.0045 BTC. Okay, and the second transaction, Amol also send you 0.67, sorry, 0.00067 BTC Bitcoin. Okay, and the third transaction is like that. Me and इसके आगे use me here and do copy and 0.0005. Okay, so all these transactions, because there is a concept of mempool. Okay, there is a concept of mempool and the mining. Okay, so let me explain this, the mempool and how the whole transaction is going process inside the, because that particular block adding process and the block that particular block adding process is not so easy. Okay, there are some processes related to mining. Okay, so let me understand the one by one so that we can integrate all these methods and the technology at a single time, and we can also check. So mining is the process. Okay, so mining, yeah. Okay, we are checking the mining. So suppose whenever you are doing any transaction, okay, suppose whenever you are doing any particular transaction, so it will move into the mempool. It will move inside the mempool. Okay, suppose this is my mempool. Okay, and suppose you have made these transactions, so the first transaction will goes inside the mempool and it is in the pending state. Okay, every transaction inside the mempool that is inside that is in pending state. That is in pending state, and the second transaction you have done, that is also in pending state. Third transaction you have done inside the pending state. You can also check on bitcoin.com. Okay, we have a website, blockchain.com. Okay, we have an explorer. where you can see the exchange Bitcoin table charts. Mining information we have. Second, we have that particular. Yeah. Example. Okay, so whenever you are doing a particular transaction, that it will goes inside your mempool. Okay, and there are some miners. You have heard the terms of related to the mining and the Bitcoin miners and the blockchain miners. Okay, so what miners do? Miners put some efforts on your transactions. Yeah, that particular transaction is validated also. Okay, we will. So whenever you are doing a particular transaction, that particular transaction, what is the, because miners do what miners do? Miners took a particular fee from your transaction. Okay, miners will took a particular fee from your transaction, and they will apply some efforts, okay, to put that particular transaction inside a particular block. Okay, inside a particular block. So that is the mining process. But that mining process is so difficult. Okay, because every time it takes some lots of efforts, and the machine and the electricity power and the power consumption, because that is not possible to that is not so easy to add a particular particular transaction inside the but to add a particular block in the blockchain, that is not so easy. Okay, so there is a particular fee for that. Okay, that fee is decided by the user, that it will take some, suppose you are just giving the 0.001 0.0001 BTC to add this transaction inside the block. Okay, at the particular transaction inside the block. So what miners will do? Miners will check the fee amount. Okay, miners will check the fee amount, and they will definitely, if you are a miner, then you will pick the you will pick the highest pay amount. Okay, you will pick the highest pay amount, that what transaction I have to process, that I can achieve the more amount from the to make it transaction to make it as a block. Okay, so what miners do? Miners just pick a particular transaction and they process it, and after the processing, they add inside the blockchain. Okay, and after adding a particular block inside the blockchain, that particular element is also updated by all the system by all the distributed systems inside the chain. Okay. So that particular process is like just the hash generating and the all the stuff. Okay. Let me give you some examples related to them. That I give you example of the related to food, the smart contract. Okay, and that is also the another example we can take, an example of bank. Okay, so suppose in the real time, in the current time, whenever you are doing a particular transaction, suppose you are just want to send a small amount to the from the US to India. Okay, so that will also take some time, and that will also take some huge commission. Suppose you are just sending to 100 US dollars to India in the Indian currency, that is INR. Okay, so they will deduct some amount from they will deduct some 20 to 30% from your from your the original amount whatever you are sending. Because why this happening? Why this happening inside this? Because I am sending a particular money. So why this happening, that particular direction? Okay, so we can understand this here. Because whenever you are sending a money, there is a corporate organizations also. Okay, so which takes some commission to process a particular transaction. Okay. Like this one and this one. Okay, this is the center bank and this is the receiver bank and this is the corporation. This is there are some middleware bank we have which takes the 30 to 40% commission and the time taken. But inside the Bitcoin, there is no middleman. Okay, you are just sending a particular amount. You are just sending a certain amount to the receiver. They will receive that particular amount, and there is a few deductions related to 0.0015 BTC and something like this. Okay, they will not deduct you this charge, and also this also takes some time. Okay, this also takes some time. Sometimes it takes to 72 hours also. But inside the by using the blockchain functionality, by using the blockchain technology, it is also possible to send that particular by using the by some small couple of minutes. Okay, and also we can take the example of, because during the days most of companies and most of the technologies are adopting the blockchain. Okay, most of the existing technologies and the companies are adopting the blockchain. Okay, but suppose take an example of healthcare. We can take an example of healthcare. Suppose there is a hospital in city A and there is a hospital in city B, and inside city A there is a person. He had some problem. Okay, but city A has his all data related to that particular patient, that what disease he have and what medicines are going on to that particular data. Okay, to that particular person. And suppose due to some crisis and due to some major issues, the person prefer to go to city B, but they don't have their reports and they don't have their the medicine details, what medicine he is taking from a long time and what test has done. A transaction can be complete without a miner. A transaction can't be complete without a miner. Okay, because a transaction is not to be completed when till then it is not adding inside. Till then it is not written in a particular block. Okay, so sometime it is possible that if you are applying it, because fee applying. Okay, because fee applying whenever you are doing a particular transaction, then what fee you will give to the miner, it depends on you. Okay, it depends on you. You are fixing a particular amount. Okay, that I will give 0.0125 to write down this transaction into the block. But suppose miner is not agree. Okay, miner is not agree to do this transaction. So it is possible that in a few days, suppose you have applied some small amount of commission, so it is possible that in few days that particular transaction will be removed from the list and that will not written down inside the block. That is this is possible. Okay, so every time whenever a miner add a transaction inside, add a block inside the blockchain, that particular miner is awarded by the block by some amount of BTC. Okay, and the corresponding and the respective currency. Okay, so we will taking a example of the healthcare. So suppose due to some crisis, the person goes to the city B. Okay, so the problem is. Okay, so the problem is we are for this solution in the real time we just create a centralized database. Okay. Okay, we just create a centralized database. But for every transition or for the every state, for the every step of a step for that particular person, we can create a block of each consumer. Okay, we can create a block of each consumer inside the blockchain. Okay, and that will be, because actually the centralized database is not a problem. Okay, that is good. We are keeping a centralized database, but the problem is that whenever a attacker will attack, or whenever a hacker will attack, or there is an issue due to some decentralized database, we don't have any backup. Okay, and we don't trust on the centralized database, because these are governed by the some person. Okay, these are governed by the by the some organization. Okay, suppose there are some persons who can change the particular database entry. Okay, because these examples happens in the real world. Suppose someone is going to the registrar office, and he's taking a particular property in his handover. Okay, so after some time during the legal action, he checked that property is not owned by him, because that the particular registrar entry has been tempered, or it has been deleted, or due to some fire the entry has been the entry has been destroyed. Okay, but inside the blockchain, whatever you are doing, whatever entry you are doing, that is immutable. Anyone can't change that particular, and there are some backups also. That is the reason why blockchain servers are not goes down. Okay, even you can check that the YouTube server has also down, but inside the because you can access that particular data from any of the node. Actually, you don't aware from that, but that time you there are some background processes. You don't know which node is serving you serving data to you. Okay, so that is the in the healthcare system, we can also use the blockchain technology to create a particular block of a particular data. Do you have any doubts, any question you can ask? Okay, and the another word, another term I just want to explain. This is known as avalanche effect. Okay, this is not this is known as avalanche effect. Okay, suppose I am just adding a dot and the hash value is going change. Okay, this is known as avalanche effect in the terms of Bitcoin. Sorry, the blockchain. Yeah, any question you can ask? Okay, and the one more thing, this network we are just creating. Yeah. Hashes are always available. We will also understand these terms in the by using the coding also after 12 p.m. We will also learn these topics in the coding section. Okay, hashing is also available for the Genesis block. It may be happens that that a particular value is fixed for that. Okay, but for everything, this one available. Just give me a second. Let I can check the blog about careers explorer. We have institution. We can check for blockchain.com. Yeah, you will definitely. I think you will get the recordings of for that particular session. Okay, so let's move toward the another part of the blockchain. Okay, now I think you all have a basic idea how the blockchain works, and the because something I will explain you later. Okay, and there are some crises also in the distributed network. Okay, this is machine 1, this is machine 2, this is machine 3, machine 4, machine 5, and machine 6, and this. Okay, don't take it as a centralized machine. Okay, so this network is known as P2P network, peer-to-peer network. Okay, this network is known as P2P network. Okay, peer-to-peer network. Okay, and suppose this is my node A, this is my node B, this is my node C, node D, this is E, and this is F. And you can take it as a G. This is my P2P network. So suppose in a P2P network, I have this blockchain for this. Okay, this one, and the another block is like this, and the another block is like. Okay, so I have that particular chain in my P2P network in my blockchain network. Okay, and this chain is also for all these network. Okay, also for this network. Okay, the major thing is that suppose because miners have to apply some efforts and apply some more computational information to add a particular website, and how the mining process goes. Let me explain you this. Okay, so suppose in the mining process. Okay, in the mining process, actually what happens? What happens inside the mining process? So suppose whenever a transaction raise, okay, suppose whenever a transaction, because there are not a single miner, okay, there are some miner pools also. Okay, there are some miner, because mining depends on the depends on the system capacity. Okay, mining also depends on the system capacity, because in the earlier time we have seen that there was CPU. Okay, we had CPU. Okay, and they have some we have CPUs, and they have some they related to some they had some capacity. Okay, related to gigahertz and the we can say the transactions, a limit of transactions they had. Okay, after that we use GPUs. Okay, I'm writing here the MH. Okay, this is not megahertz. Okay, this is not mega hash. This is known as mega hash. This is not megahertz, it is mega hash. Okay, in terms of blockchain, if we are explaining, if we are understanding the CPU, don't take it as a megahertz, it is mega hash per second. Okay, the mega hash per second. After that, the GPU introduced, and their capacity was GH, gigahertz per second. Okay, they can compute the gigahertz data, the gigahertz hash per second. Okay, and after that they are ASIC. Okay, after that we have ASIC. Okay, you can check the ASIC. Yeah, this one. ASIC Bitcoin miners. You can check like this. They had capacity of the like you can check the capacity of different like this. Okay, 2.5 giga hash. This is Bitcoin miner processors into 4x server ASIC miner. Okay, we have these. We can take it here. ASIC. These had different the capabilities related to tera hashes per second. Okay, so the small miners have the CPU and GPU, but there are some, because in the Bitcoin, in the blockchain traditional, okay, in the blockchain tradition, there are some mining pools. Mining pools are just like, there are some organizations which works on the mining processes. Okay, and these pools organization are these pools organization are on very large scale. Okay, and they had the super capability systems, okay, which can compute the hashes very fast, because it is not possible to add a particular block, because it is not so easy to add a particular block inside the blockchain, because there are some hash related the calculations to add that miners have to resolve that particular issue. Because let me take the example from this, because in this particular block I give you another term, that is sorry, just a second. Okay. Yeah, the nonce. Okay, the term nonce. And what is the nonce? Nonce is just a number. Okay, nonce is just a number that is automatically generated. Okay, that is nonce is a number that is automatically generated. Okay, and that is generated in every 2 weeks. Okay, and after the 216 blocks, 216 blocks. Okay, if in a continuous process there are 216 blocks added in the chain, then that particular nonce will be changed. And after a particular time, we can say if 216 block does not added, so after a 2 week, we can say for a maximum, we can take an average time. So after 2 weeks, it will also change. Okay. So that number is used by the miners to mine. Okay, that number is used by the miners to mine a particular transaction. So this one, copy it here, Control Z, Control C, yeah, copy it here. And we have the mempool. I already told you about this. And suppose I have this transaction. Yeah, I have this transaction. So what will happen? The miner will take a transaction having the big amount, having the big commission. What is the effect of fee on the what is the effect of fee to get the chances to add inside the to add inside the blockchain fast? So definitely there is a impact of the commission what you are paying to add a particular transaction in the blockchain. It also affect the fast processing of your transaction, because if you are paying a definitely more amount to a particular miner to add that particular transaction inside the blockchain, then definitely it will attract the miner. Okay, and miner will process it first to gain his profit. Okay, and definitely there will be chances to add that particular transaction in the blockchain fast. Okay, now what is the nonce? Nonce is the target set by the blockchain. Okay, nonce is a target number set by the blockchain, and by using that particular non, that particular the miners made their transactions. Okay, by using that particular non, the miners made their transactions. Okay, they can run their they can calculate the they can calculate their the hash. Actually, the major mathematical problems the miners have to solve, they have to generate a hash relay. So suppose for this transaction, this hash has generated. Okay, for this transaction, this hash has generated. Okay, this hash has generated. And for now, suppose this hash will be generated. Okay, so suppose what miners have to do to add that particular transaction inside the blockchain, they have to find a particular value. Okay, they have to find a particular value which is below than this nonce, which is below than this hash. Okay, they have to find a particular hash, okay, which is below, which is less than that particular hash, and it is not a very easy task. We need some computational requirements to find that particular hash. Okay, so by using the nonce, they can only use the nonce value. Okay, they can only use the nonce value to find that particular hash, and it can take some time. And which miner which one will be computed fast, and which one will find that particular target hash value fast, and that particular will be added, that particular block will be added inside your blockchain. Okay, that particular transaction will be inside the blockchain, inside your blockchain. And after the blockchain, after adding the blockchain, it will inform the AB to related all connected networks. And after the all connected network, they will check that particular block is validated, that particular block is valid or not. If it will not be valid, then after that will be removed from that blockchain. Okay, so how the process, the mining task is not so easy also. Okay, they need some computational system, they need some super systems, the high quality systems to compute these transactions, because there is a target. Okay, because there is a target relating to the calculation, because nonce has a range also. Okay, because whatever nonce we are using, nonce has a range also. Okay, and non is the 32-bit number. Okay, whatever number here generating, that is 32. Let me give you the related example, some calculation. Okay, so nonce is a 32-bit. Nonce is a 32-bit number. Okay, nonce is a 32-bit number. So if nonce is a 32-bit number, then range we can calculate by using the permutation combination. Then it can be 0 to 0 the power 0 to the power 32. We can write it like this by using the caret symbol 32. That will be range of nonce. Okay, and it is approximately 0.4 into 10 to the power 9. Into 10 to the power 9. Okay, that is approximate. That is approximate equal to 0.4 into 10 to the power 9. Okay, nonce is a 32-bit number. So there is I'm just explaining the mining process. Okay, how they can, why there is a need of the high super systems and the high calculation systems to get the, because there are because we have devices also to mine you can check the name. Okay, Ethereum miner, 5 GB mining machine, 2.5 giga hashes per second. Okay, you can check these machines name because they are specifically designed for mining process. Okay, they are specifically designed for mining process. Okay, so 0.2 into 2 to the power 32, that is approximately 0.4 into 10 to the power 9. Okay, so 10 to the power 9. And for SHA 256, because they have to set a particular target, because they have to find out a particular SHA 256 hash below than the generated hex. So we can because that is 16 into 16 into 16, and like this, that is because we have 14 characters. Sorry, we have 64 characters, so that is 16 the power 64. Okay, 16 the power 64, which is approximately equal to 10 to the power 77. Okay, that is approximately equal to 10 to the power this one. So the major reason to explain this calculation is to that we can only calculate, we can only generate to 4 into 10 to the power 9, sorry, 4 into 10 to the power 9. Okay, 4 into 10 to the power 9 by using a nonce. And by using a nonce hash. And if you are thinking that 4 into 10 to the power 9 is a very huge calculation, it will take some 2 or 3, 4 hours and the 5 hours, 10 hours or 24 one day to calculate this hash. You are thinking wrong, because 4 to the 10 to the power 9 hash, it takes less than a second. Less than a second to generate these hash, because it will take the less than a second to generate these hash. Okay, generate these hashes. But suppose if you have generated the 4 into 10 to the power 9 hashes, then what will happen? The mining process will be stopped. You think that we can think that mining process will be stopped, but this will not be happen, because in this particular scenario, now what miners do? Okay, what miners do to if a particular nonce value is because whenever we are doing the mining, the nonce value will be end up within a second, and after that what will happen? If the target hash will not be achieved, then what will be happen? The mining process will be stopped within a second. No. Okay, now that time blockchain cost, why blockchain cost for every transaction? Yes, blockchain cost high for every transaction, because if you want to, because I said that if you want to add a particular block, add a particular transaction inside the block, it needs some effort, because there is a mining process, and which is not free. Okay, which is not free by blockchain, because some of you are after that, if you are learning the blockchain, and after the blockchain you decided that I will become a blockchain miner. Okay, so then you expect some money. Okay, money from the blockchain also, and money from the every transactions also. So what you are doing, you are putting your efforts in the blockchain system. Okay, and in that particular blockchain system, you are what efforts you are putting in the any transactions, and you are making a particular block and adding that particular block inside the chain. So you are putting your efforts, and in that effort, that is in that particular efforts, you are running the large capacity machines, and those large capacity machines consumes the electricity. Okay, so that power consumption, what the machines are doing, okay, that and the efforts applying by the miner, that particular fee is that the mining fee. Okay, that what miners expect, that if I am adding a particular transaction inside the block, then it expects some money, then he expects some money. Okay, so
Yes,
that
sir.
yeah, so that transaction fee is necessary to run the ecosystem. Okay, and as much money you will decide to for a particular transaction, then it is there is a possibility to definitely move your transaction into the block fast. Okay, so yeah, so I will sharing yeah, I will say I was telling you about the nonce. Yeah. So that 4 into 10 to the power 9 transactions will happens in less than a second. So after that, the mining process will not be stopped. So here miners do some trick. What miners do? Suppose you applied the transaction rate for the transaction fee for that 0.0005, okay, BTC, and for this transaction you applied yeah, definitely I will summarize. Okay, and for this transaction you are paying the fee 0.0003. Okay, and after that for this transaction you are paying 0.0008. Okay, so suppose so suppose if you are a miner, then definitely you will put this transaction inside your for inside your processing system. Okay, because this is highly payable. Okay, because this is highly payable. So what you will do, you will put this transaction first. Okay, and you will you will try to find it, and you will also pick that element that transaction also 0.005. Okay, so suppose you are finding for the transaction this one 0.005 and 0.008. So you have picked down the element. Okay, so now you have you applied you applied the algorithm on that to find the hashing below a target value. But after 1 or 2 seconds, the all computation has complete, the all calculation has complete, and you did not find your the targeted hash. So what will happen now? Now what the miner will do? So miner will again replace the lowest value from the list. Okay, so here the lowest value is 0.005 because 0.008 is the target of miner to achieve that particular value. So it will replace the 0.005 inside this to 0.003. So after applying the 0.003, the nonce value will also change. Okay, the nonce value will change, and after it can also apply the transaction. So okay, so again new hash will be generated, and maybe there is a possibility so that there can be a hash related to 0.008. Okay, so in the second time, suppose there will not be any hash, then it will again pick another value 0. Suppose because I am only using the 3 transactions, but there may be 30,000 transactions also. So it can pick the lowest value from the next lowest value from the list, and again the nonce value will be changed, and after that it will process the system, and after the process system, because every time 0.008 is fixed, and maybe there is a possibility that that he can use a hash value from that particular hashes, and in the mining process you can use the previous hashes also. Okay, you can use the previous hashes also. So for the summary, someone asked for me summary, so I explained you topics related to blockchain. Okay, that is the whole topic. Okay, what is blockchain and what is a SHA-256 and what is a SHA-256 distributed network? Okay, what is a P2P? Sorry, P2P and the mining norms. Okay, these topics we have covered. Norms and what is a single block. Okay, so there are so many possibilities you can do by, and you can also apply these methods by applying some practical on by any of the language by using the Java, Python, and JavaScript. You can also apply these practical. Okay, and the next topic is private key and the public key. What is the private key and the public key? What are the concepts related to that? What is the use of private key and public key also? Just a second. Yeah, private key and public key. What is the use of private key and public key? So before that, we have to understand what is the wallet. Okay, so wallet is just like you use the Paytm wallet and the PhonePe wallet and the we use the GPay wallet also. So there is a wallet in blockchain also. So what is the wallet? Wallet actually show your transaction history. Okay, wallet actually show your transaction history and keep your wallet updated by the actual amount what you have and where you have spent the that particular amount. Suppose if you will calculate this transaction, okay, you will check that you have 0.0.45 and 0.0167. So if you will add that will be 100 that is equal to here 0.0012 BTC. Okay, sorry, 0.112 BTC. Okay, then you will calculate these values. 60, 40, 100, and 512, that is 112 BTC. Okay, so when you will spend, okay, 0.000 to 0.005, so we are spending here 0.50. So here will be 0.00107. Okay, BTC. So actually that is not a correct values because there are mining fees also we have to pay it. So after that it may be different. Okay, so this is the actual value. So what is the use of private key and public key here? So we all use the Gmail ID. So public key is my Gmail address. Public key is just like my Gmail address, and private key is just like my password of Gmail. Okay, so private key is just like my password of Gmail. So whenever I am sending any transaction, whenever I am sending any coin or any amount, a certain amount to any other person, then I will use my private key. Okay, then I will use my private key. And if someone is sending some amount or a certain amount or a particular value to me, okay, so that particular time, that particular time, the public key will be used. Okay, public key is just like your address. Okay, on which address I have to send that particular amount. Okay, so we have a concept of private key and the public key. Okay, so whenever I am sending a particular amount, because you have your private key, so you will use the private key only. Okay, because it is just like your password. Okay, and when someone is sending you amount, because he don't have your private key, so it will use your public key, like a public address to this one. These are only for transactions. Okay, these are only for the transactions. Okay, and and what happens when we use the public key and the primary key? So suppose you have your message. Okay, and this is your private key. Okay, this is your private key and this is your message. Okay, the yellow color box is your private key and this one is your message. Okay, so when the private key will be by using the combination of by using your private key and that particular message, it will create a signature. Okay, it will create a signature. It will create a signature. Okay, and that signature will be attached by your transaction. Okay, that signature will be attached with your transaction. Okay, so that is the concept of the public key and the private key transaction. But now what happened? Okay, these before 2017. Okay, before 2017, inside the block there was a space for public, and there was a space for the public key and for your signature. Okay, there was a space for public key and for signature. Yeah. Okay, we can create the another space here. Okay, there was a space for public key and for your signature. But initially, the size of a particular block data, okay, the size of a particular data section inside a particular block was fixed to 1 MB. Okay, and but the private the public key and the signature was taking too much space for a particular block, and that was not compatible. So after 2017, the segregated witness, okay, and that is segregated witness, just like your because that particular public key and that public key and the signature was taking 60 to 50% space of your block. Okay, so after that, there we known as the terms as the segregated witness. The public key and the signature was removed from a particular block. Okay, from the block, and that particular process is known as the segregated witness. Any question, any doubt you can ask? Okay.
सर ये पब्लिक की और प्राइवेट की का ट्रांजैक्शन में यूज किस तरह से होता है?
पब्लिक की और प्राइमरी की का जो ट्रांजैक्शन में यूज होता है, ये ऐसे होता है, सपोज मुझे कोई ट्रांजैक्शन करना है, ठीक है, तो मुझे कोई ट्रांजैक्शन करना है, दैट टाइम आई हैड टू अटैच माय प्राइवेट की आल्सो. ओके, दैट प्राइवेट की इज नॉन डिक्रिप्टेबल बाय एनीवन. लेकिन उस समय जैसे सपोज मुझे अगर किसी को कोई मेल भेजना है, सपोज आई जस्ट वांट टू सेंड ए मेल टू अनदर. ओके, सो दैट टाइम मुझे मेरी पब्लिक और प्राइमरी की, कोई मुझे मेल भेज रहा है, सो दैट टाइम सिर्फ उसे मेरे मेल की जरूरत है, उसे मेरे पासवर्ड की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं होती. सपोज यू आर सेंडिंग मी मेल टू मी, देन यू जस्ट नीड ओनली माय मेल आईडी, यू जस्ट नीड नॉट माय पासवर्ड. Okay, so these are the public key and the these are the public key and the private key. Private key is the user specific key. Okay, it is just like the password for a particular transaction. So if you are doing a particular transaction, that you need to attach that particular private key with that particular message or with that particular transaction. Okay, and suppose someone is sending you a particular transaction, someone is doing a transaction for you. Okay, he is sending money to you, he is sending the BTC for you. That time he needs only the public key of you. Okay, he needs a public key of you. Okay, after 2017 or after the upgraded version of blockchain, that particular public key and the private key also exists, but there is another application, another address also that is related to blockchain address or the blockchain address. And we can say for a particular Ethereum or a particular blockchain, we can say Bitcoin, we can say the Bitcoin address, or we can say the Ethereum address. Okay, for a particular wallet. Did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me explain by the coding section. Okay, how we can add a particular block, because how we can add a particular block, and after that we can use this method. Okay, so this is the I'm not saying that I cover everything inside this blockchain idea, blockchain. Okay, I'm not saying that it will give you it will give you everything I have covered. Okay, but this is the idea of blockchain. What blockchain can do. Okay, the major purpose, it uses the distributed system. So your data is safe here. Okay, and the first one is, and the major thing is that why blockchain is sustaining in the market, or everyone is why adopting the blockchain. The reason behind that it makes the trust. Okay, it makes the trust to users and the now as PK and private key and the signet user is removed, then how the transactions are after segregation. Yeah, how the transactions are after segregation, the process is that like that they use the master key. Okay, yeah. No. And the first one thing, they did not remove the private key and the public key concept. Actually, they manage them separately. Okay, they remove from blocked. Okay, they remove from block and they manage them separately. But the another thing is that, which I remembered that just now, how they are doing. Actually, in the new upgraded blockchain, they provided a master private key. Okay, for data protection, master private key. And what this key can do? This key can generate this master key can generate different private keys. Okay, and why there is a need of this master private key? Suppose you are a trader. Okay, suppose you are a businessman and you are doing the rapid transaction. Okay, you are doing the rapid transaction. So it is very easy. So I can suppose it is very easy to hacker to target you. Okay, suppose you are doing 100 to 200 transactions in a particular day. Okay, 100 to 200 transactions in a particular day, and the particular every day you are doing the 100 to 200 transactions, and you are a trader, and it is compulsory to do these the number of transactions. But every time whenever you are doing a particular transactions, your key is same. Okay, according to the previous scenario. Okay, your key is same. So by using the searching of any key and by applying some the different methods, or by applying some the hacking methods, I can easily track that this person is a very rich person and he is doing this transaction. That person can be a businessman. Okay, so for hackers, it is very easy to target you, to target your identification. It means it can provoke the hacker to set on you to apply some the hacking methods to get the more details. Okay, to get the more details. So what concept is here? The blockchain provide a master private key, and that particular master private key can generate different private keys for every transaction. Okay, so that particular master private key can different private keys for every transaction, and for every transaction, if their key is different, then we can say the key is different, then it is not easily trackable. Okay, it is not easily trackable by anyone, that these transactions are same for for a particular person. Okay, and the question is that because due to the block size, okay, block size is fixed to 1 MB. Okay, it is fixed in only Bitcoin. Okay, Ethereum use more space after more space, more than 1 MB space. Okay, because smart contract method is applying by the Ethereum only. Okay, not by Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin refused to accept this. Actually, what is the criteria of what is the method? What is the scenario of a smart contract or the other projects we are building? Actually, when Ethereum came, the Ethereum said that we can run a particular project inside the block. We can run a particular project inside the block, because before the Ethereum there was only text related data. Okay, there was only text related data inside a particular blockchain block. But the Ethereum enhanced the technology, and it said that we can use a programming script inside a particular block. Okay, and that block and we can it may be anything. It may be a smart contract, it may be a small program, we can say. Okay, but the major purpose is that the major concept is here, that is we can run a program inside a block. Okay, that's why Ethereum is very famous in the trading also. Okay, because there is a trust and there is a enhanced method also. Okay, so what will happen? Bitcoin share some the crisis for that someone that if you are running a particular program inside a particular block, then it may be possible that someone can run the virus also. Okay, and that particular virus can generate a infinite loop inside the program, and it may slow down our servers also. Okay, that is possible because blockchain wants to be safe. Okay, in terms of the enhancement or the for that. Okay, so these blocks, Ethereum use more than 1 MB, but blockchain for Bitcoin it was fixed for 1 MB. Okay, and for blockchain developers also fixed for 1 MB, because more blocks, because what will be the crisis if there is 1 MB more than 1 MB space for a particular block? There will be an issue of transferring this particular chain into the P2P system to another system. Okay, because there will be it will slow down the network. Okay, if we are using, because you know that in the communication system or in the network there is a packet system. Okay, to send a particular data to another system. Okay, it moves to transfer by using the packets. Okay, so if we are using if you are using a particular block more than 1 MB, okay, so that is a possibility that it can interrupt or it can slow down the network transfer rate. Okay, so that is a possibility. So that's why Bitcoin did not use the Bitcoin. So what the solution that time they did, they only removed the, because our signature and the private key was taking the 60 to 65 signature and the public key was taking the 60 to 65% space in a particular block. So that time they removed that and they manage them separately. Okay, they manage them separately. Yeah. Okay, now I just want to add some the another point. Yeah, related to the Ethereum. Okay, so whenever you are want to run a particular program on the Ethereum block, okay, so I am just adding the Ethereum here. Ethereum is Ethereum, you know that is a sorry. Ethereum is also Ethereum is based on the blockchain technology, okay, which also use the blocks. Okay, okay. Okay, Ethereum also use the blocks. You can say, yeah. Anyone want to say something?
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, I just want to say something.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
My
Yes,
100 rupees is wasted. My 100 rupees wasted. Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, my 100 rupees wasted.
And why you think that your 100 rupees wasted?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir, I am audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Sir, I want to know about where the data will be stored physically. Suppose I had developed a decentralized application to store the data on blockchain. Then is there any physical storage system for data?
Yeah, definitely. Because without a physical storage system, we can't store that particular data. Okay.
So which kind of storage system?
But they have created the method. Okay, they had created the separate method for them to store that particular data inside the block. That block is a structure. Okay, that block is also a type of block is a structure that is immutable. That cannot be writable with to anyone.
Okay. And sir, I also want to know which blockchain you will recommend to upload the data via smart contract, which will be cost effective. For example.
Okay, yeah. That for that purpose, I just want to add a point, and after that, I will give you answer. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So suppose Ethereum is saying that you can run a particular program. You can run a particular program inside the blocks. Okay, you can run a particular program inside the block. So there is a cost. Okay, there is a cost related to there is a cost for that to run a particular program inside the block. There is a cost fix. Okay, and that is known as GAS. Okay. Okay, that is known as GAS. Okay, there is a particular GAS value is fixed for that. Okay, and for Ethereum, if you want to run a particular program, suppose you just want to run a basic program, 3 into 4 plus 3 into 4 plus 7. Okay, the basic program for that. Okay, you just want to run that particular program in the Ethereum. Ethereum has fixed some value, gas values. Let me show you. Okay, for a particular calculation, Ethereum has fixed some values for that. Ethereum gas value for multiple. Yeah. Okay. Each value is equal to this one, for example, but this is a different for something. Okay. So let me, for example, we are taking just a second. Yeah, we are taking, suppose Ethereum has fixed the gas value to for multiplication. Okay, for multiplication it is 6 for 5, suppose, and for addition it is for suppose 3 gas. Okay, 3. Okay, so you can see that if you want to run this particular program on the Ethereum block by using a programming script, you will have to pay 5 plus 2, means 7 GAS value. Okay, 7 GAS value you will have, okay, to run that particular script on the blockchain, because it will use some effort, and it will take some server values to server efforts to run that particular script. So you will have to pay for 8 GAS value to Ethereum to run that particular script in a particular block, so that miners can do that value. But the one thing is here, because you need to, because there is a list related to the gas cost. Okay, there is a list related to gas cost which Ethereum has released, that you can check the if whatever operation operation you are going to do, you need to find. Suppose you just want to run a particular script on inside a particular block, then you have to find, okay, you have to find the actual cost. Okay, you have to find the actual cost of that particular program, that how much it will what will be the gas value for that particular program. Okay, so suppose the gas value is that you find that for this particular program to run, the gas value is 10. Okay, the gas value is 10. So if you are paying the gas value 8, it's on upon to you. Okay, if you are paying the gas value 8, then after that, whenever your script will be run, it will be stopped. Okay, it will be stopped due to exhaust gas value, because you have paid less than gas value. Because it needs 10 gas value, but you are paying 8 gas value. Okay, so that time your script will be stopped, and if your script will be stopped, then there are 2 losses. First one, your program will not be run, and second one, your 8 gas values has exhausted. Okay, and what if I am paying more than the gas value? Suppose 5 plus 2 plus, suppose I am paying the 12 gas value, so the 10 gas value will be consumed by your program. Okay, during the whenever you are running the whenever the script is going run. Okay, and after that, the two gas value will be returned to you again. Okay, inside your wallet and the whatever the transaction method. Okay, so there are fixed gas values for to run a particular transaction in the block. Fine.
Sir, what is this add-I?
What is it?
Add-I?
No. I was just writing to addition for these symbols. Okay. This that for multiply and this for addition. Okay, because there are lists and I can show you that list. There is a GitHub link for that, https and github.com and DGM. Yes, yeah, I think there will be gas values for that release. Yeah, this one. Here we can see, yeah, gas used. Okay, for stock there is no. For addition there are 3 gas value. Okay, addition operation. For multiplication there is 5 gas value. Okay, and for subtraction there is 3 gas value, and for division there is 5 gas value. So there is a list which Ethereum has released to do a particular operation. So you can calculate your expression or the program value, how much it will be cost to run in Ethereum block, and after that you can pay for it, and your program will be added into your block. Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, I have one question. Can I ask?
Yeah.
Sir, what is the mean of gas there?
What is the
mean of gas there?
Gas is actually a value of, suppose I just want to run a small program in my Ethereum block. Okay, so Ethereum has released a list of some operations and their gas value. Okay, so you can calculate the actual program cost to run on the Ethereum block. So you can pay it before adding that particular script into the block. That is related to it's a fee. Okay, it's a fee value.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so let's do some code to add to how we can create a chain for that. Okay, so we show you. Suppose you can do by any of the language. Okay, so suppose I'm just creating a folder here. Okay, and I'm opening this folder into the. I can show you. I will show you the code how you can add block and how you can create a chain for that. Okay, so CMD. Okay, so I'm just creating a file that's related to block.js. Okay, so I will use the JavaScript. Okay, and I will try to explain you. Okay, so as for the purpose. Okay, so I will create the object-oriented class method. So suppose, okay, I'm just writing code with the JavaScript. Okay, so class, I'm just creating a class block. Okay, and in the every class there is a constructor. Okay, so inside the constructor I am using at what we have seen the block picture here. That is timestamp, data, hash, and pre-hash like this. So I will take these values. So timestamp. Okay, and after that pre-hash. Okay, I will explain your code one by one as per this step. Okay, and after that the hash, the actual hash and the data. Okay, so this is the constructor, and I'm initializing the value. So this dot timestamp is equals to timestamp, and this dot pre-hash is equals to the pre-hash, and this dot hash is equals to, okay, and this dot data is equals to data. I will use. Okay, and after the block, okay, after add this block, I can use the code for that. Okay, so suppose I'm writing where, take a small block, equals to new block, and inside the timestamp, okay, and timestamp I'm using what is the date today, 27 and 11 2022, and the pre-hash, sorry, pre-hash I'm using any of the number I'm using here. Okay, just I'm creating a block, time to create a block. Pre-hash I'm using 0x2321. Okay, and the hash I'm using this, and the data I am using hello. Okay. So I can write it here console.log and block. So I just started this one. So inside the folder, okay, just a second, Control S, and in the new folder, yeah. So in this folder, I'm just using the npm. Okay, because I'm using the JavaScript file. So I have set up the node environment. I install the node in my system. Okay, so we can use that. And this is the npm file. Whenever you are installing the node, that it is also available. Here I run that particular file. Open here, cmd, npm. There's some issue, I think. Copy, and I'm creating another folder. New. Update. CMD. Give me a minute. Yeah. CLS. Code dot, and I'm pasting that file. Okay, so I just created a new folder. Block.js. Okay, so I will run this file CLS, and you can see the node block.js. You can enter. So there is a block. Okay, so you can check the timestamp, the pre-hash, hash, and the data. This is by using the basic functionality of JavaScript. Okay, so and you can also create the another block by using this. Okay, so the major purpose is that we don't need to create the hash like using this. Okay, we want to add this hash from the cryptography, the coding by using the by using the crypto method. Okay, by using the crypto method. Okay, so I will use the crypto method here. Okay, so I will create a new file. Crypto hash.js. Okay, and inside this file, I will write the code to for the crypto to generate the hash. Yeah. Hello. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we were just creating a block, and inside the block we are using the pre-hash and the hash as a random value. So we will just generate the crypto hash by the JavaScript method. So we can import the crypto 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 is equals to required crypto okay, and after that I'm taking the const crypto hash, taking a variable is equals to okay. So I will have different inputs. So I'm using the spread operator. Okay, I'm using the spread operator and making function here. Okay, inside the function I'm making a hash const hash is equals to and crypto method. Okay, dot here is the method create hash this one. Okay, and by using the and the name of method, so SHA-256. I just want to use SHA-256 hash I want to generate. Okay, and after that hash dot update. Okay, and the input, what inputs I have here, inputs, and because these inputs will be in array, so I will the join them. Okay, so JavaScript method inputs dot join and by using the okay, and after that the return inside the return hash dot digest. Okay, and the hexadecimal. Okay, this one is input, so I can writing here input. Okay, and I can check here. Okay, like this. Suppose take a variable where result. Take a variable here. The hash is generating or not. So where result is equals to the crypto hash method, and inside the crypto hash, I'm using the hello world. hello world. Okay, so you can pass many arguments to that, and console.log, I am writing result. I am writing result. So when I will run this program, CLS, so sorry, node the crypto hash.js. So you can check a hash is generating here. Okay, so a hash is generating here. So so the crypto hash method is working fine. Okay, and this is from JavaScript. And suppose I just want to show you, suppose I will put the world first and the hello later, then is this same? So so you can check the hash is different. Okay, the hash is different. So what I can use, because the inputs will be in any order, so I will just use sort to ensure the order. Okay, so it doesn't matter because H comes first to W. Okay, so it will automatically sort them to hello world. And again, you can check the hash will be generated like this. Okay, this hash and this hash both are same. Okay, I am just explaining a simple method to you all. Okay. And after that, because I want to use this method in the different modules, so I will just use the module dot exports, and here we can use the crypto hash. Okay, and after that, I will import this into my block file. Okay, into the block file. Okay, so I will use it here, const crypto equals to, sorry, const crypto hash is equals to require, you can import the from /crypto hash. Okay, and because we will use the Genesis data. Okay, because you know that because every time there is a block having the which doesn't have the prev hash, so we can use the Genesis data. So we can create a file here, gen config.gs, and inside the gen config we can write the Genesis related data. This will just a default block. So Genesis on const Genesis data which equals to this one, and you can use the timestamp, sorry, timestamp 1 and prev hash. You can use any of the values, so we can use 0x000. Okay, and you can use the hash. You can write the 0x123 and the data, and data is blank array I will use. Okay, and after that, module dot exports, which is sorry, module dot export
सर इसमें नॉन्स का वैल्यू ऑटोमेटिकली लिया जाएगा क्या?
किसमें? नहीं, अभी मैं नॉन्स वाला आपको बताने ना, मैं सिंपली आपको एक ब्लॉकचेन बना के बता रहा हूँ.
यस सर,
है ना, मैं नॉन्स वाला प्रोसीजर अभी बता ही नहीं रहा इसके अंदर. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे जेनेसिस डेटा हम लोगों ने एक इस तरीके से यहाँ से एक्सपोर्ट कर लिया. ठीक है, सो इनसाइड द ब्लॉक आई एम यूजिंग द स्टैटिक फंक्शन. ठीक है, तो स्टैटिक फंक्शन जो है ताकि ये हमारे क्लास के साथ रन ना हो. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे GENASI जेनेसिस एक यहाँ पे फंक्शन में बना रहा हूँ. ठीक है, इनसाइड द फंक्शन आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग द रिटर्न. ये क्या करेगा, दिस फंक्शन विल रिटर्न okay new and this dot, sorry, because inside the class, so you can use the block also, or I'm using the this. Okay, so Genesis data. So this is this Genesis data is also importing. Okay, it is automatically imported. Otherwise, you can import also. Okay, so also we will use the mining process. Okay, mining process. So static. I'm using the another function is static and mine block. Mine block. And what will the mine block use? Previous, sorry, prev block, because it needs previous hash. Okay, because it needs previous hash. So I'm using the prev block and the data also to mine the block. Okay, so I will use const timestamp. So I will use the date dot now JavaScript method to get the date timestamp. And after that, const prev hash is equals to, and that will be prev block dot hash. Okay. And what it will return? It will return new this, and it will return the timestamp, the prev hash, and the data. Okay. And the one more thing, the new hash, but this hash will be crypted. Okay. Hash, and this hash will come from the crypto hash. And inside the crypto hash, we will provide the timestamp. Sorry, not use the object method, timestamp and the data, because we need to encrypt the data and the previous hash. Okay, timestamp, the previous hash, and the data. Okay, so these are the functions we will use. Okay, now we can check. Okay, and module and export this also and remove this. Module dot exports block. Okay, now I will create a blockchain JS blockchain.js file. Okay, now I will create a blockchain.js file in which I will write the code related to blockchain. Okay, so first of all, import the block. So const block is equals to require, and from dot slash block.
JS वाले पेज पे जाइएगा.
किस पे?
block.js पे.
block.js, yeah.
Yes sir. Okay.
Okay, I will just show you the previous the next block example. Okay, so here I will also use the class blockchain. Okay, and inside there is a constructor always, and this dot chain. And it's a blank array. And because we are taking chain as an array, because inside for every language we know about the array, that is a collection of different type of that is a collection of elements. Okay, it can hold multiple elements in a single array block. Okay. So for this, the first element will be Genesis block. So block dot Genesis method we can use to generate the block. Okay, and second method, second blocks we will push inside it. So there should be a method of add block. Okay, so add block. Okay, and by using the add block, there is a data. And inside the data, I've used const new block. How we can add a block? New block is equals to block dot mine block. So before that, because to add a new block, we will have to mine. So we are mining it. So block mine block, and after the mine block, prev block is equals to this dot. What will the previous block in the array? So let me explain you. This dot chain, and inside the chain, this dot chain dot length -1. Okay. So how I can accessing the previous block? I can access the previous block. Suppose I have an array, and in the array there are elements like A, after that B, and after that C. Okay. So suppose I just want to access the previous element. Okay, from C. I just want to add the previous element. So I can simply write array dot length, and the length is 3. And I'm adding -1. Okay, so it will give me 2. So this array of 2 is equals to, which one is 0, 1, and 2. So this is my last element. Okay, so I can use this. So for this array, if I'm using this, so this is giving, because length is 1 and the -1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So this dot chain of 0, this is an array of 0. This one block genesis. For first element, it will be block the block genesis. The first block will be genesis block. Okay, and after that data. Okay, and whenever the block will be created, so this dot chain dot push. Okay, so simply I will push the new block inside. Okay, so let me test this. So const blockchain, you can use a variable blockchain is equals to new blockchain, just initializing. Okay, so after the blockchain dot add block method I am using. So just I am passing the data, and inside the data I am using the block. So just block and console dot log blockchain. I can write blockchain. Okay, CLS node blockchain. Okay, so you can check inside the chain. Okay, this is the chain. Inside the chain, this is my first block. Okay, and this is my second block. You can check the first block has hash 0x123. Okay, the first block, the genesis block, has hash 0123, and for the next block, the previous hash is 0123, and the next hash is encrypted by the crypto. Okay, and you will again check the timestamp value is also changing. Okay. You can check the first block hash is 0x123, and for the next block, the previous hash block is 0x123, and the next hash is generating. Means by the timestamp means the whenever the transaction is going to be done. Okay, suppose if you are paying someone to Paytm, then the timestamp is what? The actual time. Okay, the actual time. So this is the timestamp. Timestamp means in at what timing it is the timing of the transaction. Okay, so every time whenever you will run this transaction, the timestamp will be different. Okay, any question, any doubt you can ask?
सर इसमें जो डाटा है उसके अंदर हम कुछ भी स्टोर कर सकते हैं?
Data inside the data, yeah, you can store anything. Actually, in terms of blockchain or in the cryptocurrency, this data is just like your transaction details, from how much amount and you send from and to, like this.
Yes, sir.
हेलो
Yeah.
सर, ये डाटा कितने दिन तक रहता है इस पे स्टोर, मतलब मींस
ब्लॉकचेन में डेटा कभी रेज नहीं होता है ना।
सर फिर जितना डाटा एंट्री करते जाएंगे, सपोज जैसे नंबर ऑफ
बिल्कुल।
ट्रांजैक्शन इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं, तो डाटा की वॉल्यूम भी तो इंक्रीज होगी ना साथ में।
हाँ, तो इसके अंदर क्या होता है ना कि ये 3 तरह के ब्लॉक बनाते हैं, है ना। जैसे इथेरियम की अगर बात करें तो इथेरियम 3 तरह के ब्लॉक्स को यूज करता है। एक तो होता है इनिशियल ब्लॉक, एक होता है लाइट ब्लॉक, एक होता है आर्काइव ब्लॉक। जो पुराना डेटा होता है ना वो सारे के सारे आर्काइव ब्लॉक में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं।
तो ये आर्काइव ब्लॉक है सर, जहाँ ये स्टोर कहाँ पे होता है, मीन्स फिजिकल स्टोरेज। सपोज मेरी खुद की ब्लॉकचेन है, मैं
हाँ।
हर रोज 1,000 ट्रांजेक्शन उस पे कर रहा हूँ,
हम्म।
तो कुछ टाइम पीरियड के बाद वो बहुत ज्यादा डाटा हो जाएगा, तो मेरे को
हाँ,
इस टाइप का फिजिकल
नहीं,
स्टोरेज।
इन चीजों के लिए डेटा सेंटर्स होते हैं, डेटा प्लांट्स होते हैं। जैसे अभी इन्होंने बताया ना, ये एक मैसेज में लिखा जैसे डेटा सेंटर्स होते हैं इनके लिए। अब
ओके
जैसे आज के टाइम में भी अगर आप बात करो तो आप फ्लिपकार्ट यूज करो, अमेजोन यूज करो, तो दैट टाइम वो आपका डेटा कहाँ स्टोर करे। चलो आपका डेटा तो बहुत नॉर्मल है ना। वो सिर्फ क्या है, सिर्फ इतना सा है कि चलो ठीक है कि आपका मोबाइल नंबर है, ईमेल एड्रेस है और आपकी परचेज हिस्ट्री है। लेकिन इतने सारे लोग जो बी टू बी के थ्रू जुड़े हुए हैं, जो बिजनेस टू बिजनेस जुड़े हुए हैं, और वो लोग अपना डेटा वहां पे पुश कर रहे हैं, तो उनके लिए डेटा सेंटर्स बनाए जाते हैं,
ओके।
है ना। और डेटा जो है, मतलब जनरल केस में देखो डेटा लॉस्ट नहीं होता है ना, क्योंकि जब इतनी बड़ी बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होती है तो आपके डेटा की पूरी सिक्योरिटी रखती है ना। डेटा लॉस नहीं होता। लेकिन यहाँ पे हाँ, डेटा मॉडिफिकेशन हो सकता है, दैट इज पॉसिबल। आपने देखा होगा फ्लिपकार्ट की और इनकी जो है कभी सेल्स वगैरह आती है तो बहुत टाइम ऐसा होता है प्राइस को मॉडिफाई कुछ और करना होता है, मॉडिफाई कुछ और हो जाता है ना।
यस।
तो दैट टाइम की वहां पे ह्यूमन इंटरेक्शन है, और जहां ह्यूमन इंटरेक्शन है दैट माइट बी पॉसिबिलिटी कि वहां पे डेटा को चेंज किया जा सकता है। लेकिन ब्लॉकचेन में ऐसा नहीं है। ब्लॉकचेन ह्यूमन इंटरेक्शन पे काम नहीं करेगा, है ना। वहां पे माइनिंग भी हो रही है, कुछ भी हो रही है, तो दैट इज डिफरेंट। वहां पे जो सारा काम करती है एल्गोरिथम करती है ना। एंड वो डेटा को क्या बना देती है, इम्यूटेबल, कि वो चेंज हो ही नहीं सकता। फिर आप कुछ भी कर लो, अगर चेंज हुआ तो पूरी चेन खराब हो जाएगी डेटा की।
ओके सर।
ठीक है, दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड। मैंने जस्ट एक ओवरव्यू देने की आप लोग कोशिश की है, ठीक है। क्योंकि देखो कोई भी टेक्नोलॉजी होती है वो इतने शॉर्ट टाइम के अंदर इतना हम लोग उसमें मास्टरिंग नहीं कर सकते, है ना। लेकिन हम एक रिकैप या एक एक कह सकते हैं उसको, ओवरव्यू उसका देख सकते हैं हम लोग, है ना। एक जनरल नॉलेज हमको उसके बारे में आ जाती है कि अच्छा ये टेक्नोलॉजी है और मार्केट में ये चीज पे सस्टेन कर रही है या इनसे रिलेटेड एप्लीकेशंस भी होती है, ठीक है। सो एवरी टाइम हम एक शॉर्ट टाइम के अंदर उन चीजों को कंप्लीटली कवर नहीं कर सकते, उनके लिए हमको बहुत एडवांस लेवल पढ़ना होता है उन चीजों का, है ना। बट एक हमको एक ओवरव्यू, एक आइडिया मिल जाता है कि क्या ब्लॉकचेन होती है, कि क्या कैसे क्या काम करती है, माइनिंग क्या होती है इसके अंदर, एंड जो है जो करंट करेंसीज हैं वो इसके अंदर कैसे चल रही हैं, ठीक है। तो इन चीजों की हमको एक नॉलेज मिल जाती है हमेशा, ठीक है।
सर, आई ऑल्सो वांट टू नो वन थिंग।
हाँ,
Can you recommend any course to know about how to integrate IoT with smart contracts?
IoT with the smart contract।
Sir, like you mentioned that I can use IoT devices
हाँ,
in.
जैसे जैसे अभी ये वाला जो मैंने फूड वाला सॉल्यूशन बताया था आपको,
Sir,
है ना,
exactly.
है ना। तो ये आप कर सकते हो, दैट इज ए वेरी गुड ऑप्शन। क्योंकि बहुत टाइम ऐसा होता है ना कि कभी किस जब मतलब चीजें सही हो रही हैं, मतलब जो डिलीवरी है दैट इज मेंटेन ऑन दी लेस देन 30 डिग्री टेम्परेचर, लेकिन सामने वाला ही नहीं करना चाह रहा, पे नहीं करना चाह रहा वो उसको। सो दैट टाइम ये चीज क्या है ना कि दोनों का ह्यूमन इंटरेक्शन बंद ही कर देगी वहां पे। आईओटी के थ्रू टेम्परेचर मेजर हुआ है एवरी टाइम, वो एवरी 10 मिनट्स या 20 मिनट्स आप लोग उसको ट्रैक करते आए हो, एंड देन ट्रैक डेटा इज रिटर्न ऑन द ब्लॉकचेन। ओके, सो कस्टमर भी अगर जो बायर जो है ना, जो जिसको वो डिलीवरी कर रहा है, वो भी अगर कहेगा कि नहीं मेरे को तो भरोसा ही नहीं है कि इसने जो है वो 30 डिग्री मेंटेन किया होगा, हो सकता है तो लाने से 15 मिनट पहले इसने 30 डिग्री मेंटेन किया हो, सो that time blockchain is saying, okay, that time blockchain is here, he is tracking that particular data, so you can show that particular data to the buyer कि भैया देखो starting से he is maintaining the temperature, so you will have to pay. So there is no bargaining related to I will not pay, I will pay. Okay, there is no bargaining. Automatically Ethereum will deduct that particular currency will be deduct from his account, and that will be credited to the supplier account. Okay, guys, thanks for your time.
Hi everyone. I hope like you have gone through with the entire session and you liked it out. Um, Thank you, Bhanu, taking out some very precious time and explaining some good concepts. Right from the beginning, it was very entertaining and interesting, knowing very scratch thing, the starting things till the moment where you have taken few examples of different kind, and I'm sure many people have uh, liked it, must be liking it the way you might have explained. So मुझे जानना है अगर कुछ लोग हैं यहाँ पे, दो चीजें अगर यू प्लीज ट्राई टू लेट अस नो. अगर भानु आप स्क्रीन शेयरिंग ऑफ कर देंगे प्लीज.
Yeah.
थैंक यू. तो वर्कशॉप के एंड में जो आपकी एक्सपेक्टेशन रही होगी, कुछ ऐसी चीजें रही होंगी जो अभी आपने सीखी, कैसा रहा आपका एक्सपीरियंस, और कुछ ऐसी चीजें जो आप नेक्स्ट हम सेशन करेंगे शायद 11th ऑफ दिसंबर को. सो वी आर टेकिंग 2 week of time in between, and on 11th of December we would like to know whether what do you want us to do and to take the next session upon. Any feedback, any session, any kind of suggestions, it will be really good. Even in any ways of any improvement that we can take for next session. अभी इस पूरी वर्कशॉप के बाद में that you will be getting some links. I have shared one link also here in this chat box for feedback, and you'll be getting couple of information, कुछ notes जो सर ने लिया है पूरा सेशन, उसकी कुछ summaries, even learn and build की ऐप के links, और उसमें कुछ courses that we are giving totally free of cost. I'm sure all those courses will be giving you a very good glance initially entering into technologies, right? तो वो सारी information, आपका जो feedback है, आपका जो assessment है, आपके जो notes हैं, आपकी कुछ ऐसी reading information है, आपके courses हैं, वो सारी चीजें, इसको कैसे एक्सेस करना है, वो सारी चीजें आपको आपके मेल पे, जो आपके रजिस्टर्ड मेल आईडी है, आपके व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे ये सारी चीजें शेयर होंगी आज और कल में, और डे आफ्टर टुमारो ऑन ट्यूसडे दैट यू विल बी गेटिंग योर योर सर्टिफिकेट्स आल्सो. आई होप अगर इससे रिलेटेड आपके क्वेश्चंस होंगे तो आई हैव जस्ट गिवन द आंसर्स. और इसके अलावा भी आपके कोई क्वेश्चंस रहे होंगे, अगर इस वर्कशॉप में आपने जो भी सीखा, अगर आप उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करते हो आगे चल के, अगर कुछ और क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, यू कैन आस्क ऑन दैट व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप. Will not demolish that WhatsApp group कुछ दिनों के लिए, right? And I'm sure apart from the information on WhatsApp, some of you are working on IoT, some of you will be working on data science or full stack development, mobile application development, data से related या कोई डेवलपमेंट से रिलेटेड आप कोई भी काम कर रहे हैं. सो उस मतलब हम लर्न एंड बिल्ड इज केटरिंग मल्टीपल टेक्नोलॉजी. सो आई एम श्योर that kind of support in all those direction, all those domains that you are working, slowly I'm sure these 3-4 hours, I guess 3 hours can never be enough for entire thing to understand. So आने वाले टाइम में मैं श्योर हूँ कि आपके पास टाइम होगा, जैसे धीरे धीरे करके you will get connected with learn and build, you will get to know, you'll get the access of multiple technologies, like I said, even cyber security, artificial intelligence, deep learning, computer vision, right? Mobile application development, hardware, robotics, drones, right? Even we are coming with robotic process automation, RPA as well. So कुछ ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी को आप इंटीग्रेट करना चाहते हैं, maybe for higher education, for your projects, for your learnings, right? So you'll be able to connect with learn and build. Let me know your feedback truly. Any suggestion, please. Mohit, Sanskar, Suman, anybody, yeah, please.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Am I audible?
Yes.
First of all, thanks to Bhanu sir for nicely presenting in detail about blockchain with relatable examples. And as far as suggestions is concerned, sir, I want to know and wanted recommendation from your side to learn about IoT implementation with smart contracts, so that we can know how to implement IoT, such as For example, if I want to measure temperature in real time, then how can do that? Means I need any, is there any need of any physical devices, or is there need for any smart contact?
Physical,
So
physical devices ki,
let me Bhanu, let me just take this question
Yes,
with respect
definitely,
to
sir.
IoT,
Sure,
and maybe with respect to data and more of a security part that you can tell more.
Okay.
So Mohit, IoT somehow, हाँ, so जिसका भी जो mic on है, please try to control that part. So for you, Mohit, IoT में जो fundamental है devices का, that is embedded systems, right?
Yes,
And there you need some good devices along with the sensors.
yes, sir.
So like for you, maybe in food processing, you need some sensor sensing devices,
Yes, sir.
and like you said, contractors. तो इनपुट आउटपुट डिवाइसेस होंगे वो सारे, है ना? उससे आपका एम्बेडेड कंट्रोलर विल गेट द एक्सेस ऑफ डेटा, चाहे वो इनपुट आ रहा है किसी सेंसर से या उसको कुछ आउटपुट देना है ना, कोई ऐसी आउटपुट डिवाइस से कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स होंगे, तो वो मतलब उनको कुछ आउटपुट देना पड़ेगा। तो इस पूरे सिस्टम को जो आपने हार्डवेयर में बनाया होगा, इसको इंटरनेट से कनेक्ट करके आपको कोई डेटा किसी तरह से किसी प्रोटोकॉल के थ्रू किसी वेब सर्वर पे भेजना है।
Yes,
अब
yes.
वो डेटा भेजने के लिए यू शुड हैव सम प्रोटोकॉल्स, यू शुड हैव अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ सम मे बी नेटवर्किंग थिंग्स। तो इसमें कौन सा आईपी कौन सा प्रोटोकॉल यूज होने वाला है, थोड़ा सा वहां की इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए। एंड टू गिव यू अ वेरी स्मॉल ग्लैंस अबाउट इट, तो HTTP एक बहुत पुराना प्रोटोकॉल है जो चलता आ रहा है डेटा को एक्सचेंज करने के लिए, उसकी API चलती है। और दूसरा, आज IoT के लिए MQTT इज गोइंग, आई मीन बिकेम वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट नाउ, है ना? तो आपको रियल टाइम में, जैसे कि मुझे अगर किसी पेशेंट की बहुत ज्यादा बॉडी पैरामीटर्स की जो इन्फॉर्मेशन आने वाली है, किसी कैमरा से आने वाली इन्फॉर्मेशन है, उसको रियल टाइम में दिखाना है, with even without a delay of few fractions of seconds. So उसके लिए MQTT is the protocol. So इंटरनेट के थ्रू with this protocol उस पर्टिकुलर डिवाइस से जो आने वाला डेटा है, उसका एक्सचेंज ऑफ डेटा MQTT के थ्रू किसी वेब सर्वर पहुंच जाएगा। वंस यू विल बी एबल टू सेंड इट टू वेब सर्वर। अब वहां कौन सी ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी है जो आप फर्दर कम्युनिकेशन के लिए, सिक्योरिटी के लिए यूज करने वाले हो, प्रोसेसिंग के लिए यूज करने वाले हो, देयर एनालिसिस के लिए यूज करने वाले हो, देयर blockchain or any other further resource will be coming in picture. You got my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And so there is one question.
Yes.
Which blockchain you will recommend to upload data via smart contract, which will take less gas fees? Means that will be cost effective. For example, I am making 100 transaction per day, then certain amount of gas I have to pay. Is there any method or any blockchain that will charge less gas fees?
हाँ,
Means
ये भानु सर बता सकते।
yes, sir.
कोई कम पैसा चार्ज करेगा नहीं करेगा, उसका लेना देना प्लेटफॉर्म पे डेफिनेटली डिपेंड करेगा, और नंबर ऑफ सर्विसेज पे भी डिपेंड करेगा। I guess if not now, then even if you would have some similar kind of questions, we can take in in personal WhatsApp chat also further. मैं श्योर हूँ कि इस सेशन के बाद में भी बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आपके रहेंगे आपके प्रोजेक्ट को लेके। तो anybody else also जिसको भी ऐसे कुछ क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, you can frame out in WhatsApp also. we'll try कि उस चीज को हम और क्लोज और क्रिस्प आंसर वहां पे कर सकें, है ना?
Okay.
Anybody else would like to ask anything or would like to suggest anything? Hariharan, Ayushi, Sachin, Sanskar, Puneet, Sumant, Devendra, Aryan, Rohit, आपने इतना अच्छा टाइम दिया है, 2-3 घंटे आपने इन्वेस्ट किए हैं। A very small part to just let us know whether how did you feel about it, how did you like it? Vyom, Neha, Archit, Jayant, Priyanka.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, we have to make a digital voting system. So we want to store the voting data of EVM into the blockchain. So sir, how can we do that? Can you help us?
Okay, so I guess if again Bhanu sir is there, so he should be taking it out. Anyhow, I know you will be able to take data, but how you will be, defining that entire, blockchain process into it. I guess from my perspective, it should be based on the framework that you are using of blockchain. Otherwise, Bhanu, if you can take it out this question.
नो सर एग्जैक्टली सेम चीज है वो डिपेंड करेगा प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर जैसे अभी लास्ट क्वेश्चन में भी सेम ही है कि वो आपको बनाना ही होगा अदरवाइज आप एग्जिस्टिंग फंक्शनलिटीज को यूज करोगे तो दैट टाइम दे विल कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव रहेंगी वो चीज
Right.
प्लेटफॉर्म बेस्ड
So I hope you got a bit of answer. Like अगर आपका डेटा कहीं से भी कुछ जगह से आ रहा है, मतलब चाहे वो फिजिकल डिवाइस से आ रहा है, चाहे सोशल नेटवर्किंग डिवाइसेस से आ रहा है, चाहे ई-कॉमर्स से आ रहा है, कहीं से भी आ रहा है, अब वो डेटा को ब्लॉकचेन के प्रोसेस में डालने के लिए मतलब इट विल बी ऑल आई गेस डिपेंडेंट अपॉन द काइंड ऑफ फ्रेमवर्क दैट यू आर यूजिंग and that you have to decide, and which will be based on नंबर ऑफ पैरामीटर्स के आपके कॉस्ट इफेक्टिवनेस कितनी है, नंबर ऑफ यूजर्स कितने हैं, आपको स्केलेबिलिटी कितनी रखनी है, कितने लोकेशन से आपको इसको होस्ट करना है, कहाँ कहाँ पे इसको होस्टिंग करने वाले हो, सर्वर को कहाँ पुट आउट करने वाले हो, राइट? क्योंकि एनी हाउ जितना वाइड होगा ब्लॉकचेन का नेटवर्क उतना ज्यादा आपकी प्रोसेसिंग रिसोर्सेज ज्यादा यूटिलाइज होंगे, है ना? एनीबडी एल्स प्लीज? आदित्य, अजय, सोनिया. So ठीक है. So we have shared one link. I've just shared one link to everyone here in chat box. Also, we'll share this link on WhatsApp group. Just request कि please try to go on that particular link and try to give your feedback. It will be very helpful for the next couple of activities. One. And second, for entire next process, whatever you have to go through as far as the resources from Learn and Build is concerned, you'll be getting it out on email ID that you have already given or registered, and also on your mobile phone or WhatsApp group that will be able to communicate every single information. For today, thank you so much once again, and I really feel that you stay connected for a number of activities which will be coming in future as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Bhanu sir. And thank you, participant, that you have interacted. You were wonderful audience, and hopefully your participation in future also. Thank you so much, everyone.